This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for Dickhead.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body?
I'm gonna come.
Nice tits.
A real setup of donkers. Packing some Doban Honkeros.
The power of one. The power of two. The power of man.
What's going down, babes? Show me the loving.
Silence! You are too gay to be the doctor!
I'm wonderful, and I'm the most amazing person in the universe.
Exterminate!
These people are making a lot of money, print cash, money,
well,
capitalism.
You're watching Will of the Fans! Let's fucking go!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news. They sold you lectures.
everybody. It's Thursday, and that means only one thing. It's Wanker of the Weekday. Boy, have there been... Holy shit, boy, have there been a lot of wankers this week. Oh my God, it's almost like everybody's heard about what we're doing here and they're all vying for position. It's actually insane. Everybody's a wanker this week. You're a wanker, you're a wanker, you're a wanker too. It's like reverse Oprah in this bitch. Outrageous. I mean, seriously, iDubbbz is like literally pushing new levels of wankery. Hasan is shocking himself now. It's insane. And of course, there's the quartering. It just never stops. There's a wanker every week, and oh my God, we're going to sort through all of them. Plus Ubisoft. I mean, at this point, I don't think even making a video is good enough. I'm going to have to make a fucking documentary about the last 2 years of this company's history. Seriously, I really think I'm actually going to have to do that one of these days. And oh God, just everybody is reacting to Starfleet Academy. It's actually insanity because apparently, like, it's broken containment. It's not just a terrible TV show now. Like, it's not like Discovery or Picard where like it gets like a nod from a couple of people. Everyone and their mums wants to weigh in on this shit show. So I think quartering, you might have been a little bit, just tiny bit wrong when you said that the fucking culture war's dead, you dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Fucking imbecile. We're going to get to that, and of course all of the other stuff as well. But of course it's Thursday, and we have a lot to go through. It's I love Thursdays because you can basically just choose a direction for the show, because there's, by Thursday, enough stories have broken that you really have a choice. You know, it's just like, do I go this way, that way? I'm going full blown straight down 60 mile an hour down Wanker of the Week Boulevard today. We're gonna just take our time and get this fucker right because everyone seems to enjoy it. Anyway, please welcome the panelists, Problematic John and Rhoda. What's going on, John?
Honestly, at the moment, not terribly too much. I woke up time I normally do, saw that we were getting delayed an hour, and went back to sleep for an hour. So
exactly what I did. I was just exhausted. I couldn't keep my eyes open. There was no way I was going to be able to host the show, so I needed to just crash a little. It's unfortunate, but that's why. Straight up, that's why.
I'm certainly not complaining. I don't know. I just had a day off yesterday. Was gonna go get groceries, but I'm still waiting to get paid. So, some point in time, hopefully that'll happen, so I can buy some food. But other than that, not terribly too much going on at the moment.
Hey, me too.
Yeah,
literally, yeah. Same boat, man. That's basically it. Anyway, there you go. Toasty's in the chat. You can send her a link if you want, man. Anyway, and 1 second. No, it's fine. All right. Anyway, what's going on, Rhoda?
Oh, crap. I thought I was going to be able to just speak then, but my throat was not working.
That's why.
Take two.
Yeah, take two. Yeah, normally that's my tech that's not working, not my throat. Right. So yeah, I'm still in this position where I'm working twice as much as I'm used to, but that's fine because it's not going to last long. So I'm probably just as tired as you. I was quite relieved when I found out you were going to be an hour later, because it meant that I didn't have to absolutely rush like shit to get here in time. So that was all cool by me. Do have some good news and some bad news from work. Which would you prefer first?
Bad news.
For the first time since everything kicked off, I actually I had to manage checkout because I'm doing these different shifts, and I actually sold a case of Bud Light for the first time in 2 years.
Someone actually buys Bud Light in the UK?
Right.
It's the first time I've ever fucking seen it.
We have real beer in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you guess what the good news is.
I'm glad that it's not the bad news. So go ahead and give us the good news.
The Guardian did not sell on iTunes today. Indeed. And today's copy had no.
Go on, man.
Yeah, and I do have some more really cool news. My new cat is coming on Saturday.
That's nice, man. That's cool.
And he's orange. I've never had an orange one before.
Oh, well, prepare
Orange.
for insanity.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You mean like ginger, right?
Yeah.
I've just never heard anyone refer to it as orange before.
It was just a meme I saw on Twitter and it fucking stuck in my head. Sorry, I'm sorry so much. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's fine. It's like a bit of nomenclature I've never heard before. Just
orange.
No, I've never heard anyone say it out loud, but
right, yeah.
but it was all over X for a couple of weeks.
An orange cat.
It kind of stuck in my head, you know. It was like a difference between dog owners and cat owners. Like, oh, what breed of dog is that? Is it a blah blah? And like, no, it's a you know,
right.
dockside. And then
I swear I wasn't trying to be pedantic,
just orange.
Right, fair enough.
So, yeah, that stuck in my head. So that's all good. Yeah, and I'm not working tomorrow, which feels absolutely unreal because I've done double length shifts the last 3 days. So this is an absolutely perfect time for me to chill with some mates and take the piss out of the idiots in pop culture.
Hell fucking yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, and of course, joining us at the last minute, at short notice, thank you very much, is Toasty. How are you doing there?
I'm all right, I guess.
Wow. Bom, 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 bom. That's like wow. I don't know what to say with that. You just sucked the wind out of my sails completely. Like, how are you?
A level of enthusiasm.
I'm like that Debbie Downer.
God damn. Oh well. What can I do? Quick, somebody do something funny. I can't think of anything.
Well,
shit. No, it's all good. It's all good. So nothing else. Just nah, that's it. That's your intro.
Well, I got my cosplay, so there's that.
That's nice.
That's it. Yeah.
I know you've got a lot going on, and not all of it's positive, but obviously we're not going to go into your personal stuff. Obviously we're all with you, but yeah, welcome anyway. We appreciate you, and we're going to get into Wanker of the Week. Before we do that, quick shout outs. Before anything, actually, before I get into any of it, I need to remember to do my grifting, man. God, anyone would think I was actually not dependent on this show for income. Anyway, like the stream.
Like the stream.
Share
the stream.
There we go. There we go. Share the stream. Sharing's caring. There'll be a tweet around somewhere that you can grab and you can share, or you can share it yourself, or you can tell your friends, or you can just point, like, just literally just point your finger through your shirt at someone like this, right? And just run up to them and just stick it in their back and say, "Get over here," and make them watch. And then make them send super chats too. That would be great. Thank you. But yes, anyway, no, have a good time. We're here. We're going to have a good laugh for a couple of hours. If we hit the goal, we might go a little bit longer. We'll see. Of course, the goal is $100. If we can get to that, it would be glorious. There will be boobies in it for you. I'm a little annoyed because I didn't have the results that I wanted today either. I literally set today aside. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give my videos from the rest of the week a day to breathe, and I'm going to work on nothing but side projects. But a combination of having to run to the immigration department to pick up my passport a month after I actually renewed my visa because I forgot it was right before Christmas, and Grok being fucking gay, just gay and lame and slow and all day long, basically left me with absolutely nothing to show for it. I thought I was going to debut the Street Fighter booby video today. and then be able to freely go ahead and finish off toasties. But no, it's just Grok's just like, hello, are you trying to render an image? Yes.
Dude, are you getting like, I'm getting like, if I want to show cleavage or something or use certain prompts, it blurs my images, even if I have it set for adults.
I
What's
know,
up
yeah.
with that?
They constantly are changing the system. They're constantly reacting, knee-jerk reactions to people having these fucking massive spurg outs on X, because it started 3 weeks ago when some Japanese woman posted a picture of herself and then everybody grokked it, so she was in bikinis or in lingerie or naked or whatever. So they suddenly started fucking around with what you're actually capable of doing. And now basically, if you want something that you can freely control to be able to do sexy stuff, you have to more or less create a prompt that describes exactly what the person actually looks like and then put that into it, so that it creates a self-made facsimile of the person or the character that you're trying to do. And by doing that, you can then have more control. But just for example, earlier on, I was pissing around with Laura from Street Fighter. This is the Brazilian chick with the side half her head's cornrows, the other half's like loose. It was nightmare getting it to render that. But then
Maybe
literally,
I had a problem with the word Brazilian.
Maybe. I mean, I doubt it, because the first thing it rendered automatically for me was her ripping her bikini top off, and I was like, nice, can't use that. So
So he saved it for himself.
Yeah, so I let it. I commanded it to give me a little bit more, safe for work version, and it did. And then I was like, okay, I want to change camera angles. Let's use the image generator that you now have much more control over to have her just standing up instead of in some provocative position. So then I can have her dancing or whatever the hell I want. But from that, like literally, I remember Grok has just shown me this chick's tits. Right now, she's standing up like this. And I go, make her dance. Moderated. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, make her turn around. Moderated. All right, let's render another image of the same thing. No prompt at all. Make a video. Not spicy, regular. Make a video. Moderated. Everything. Couldn't even I'm like, you just literally had her showing me her nips. Now I can't have a picture of her standing upright, smiling, and then like, what? It doesn't make sense. So I just was tearing my fucking limited hair out by the end. I do have 8 characters basically made though, and I can hopefully get to work with them to continue the video, and then I'll be able to finish yours off as well. But it was just so annoying because it's so close to like actually getting it done, and I really wanted to debut the new one because it's getting on. It's been like a month since I uploaded the Christmas one, more than a month. So, I need to keep going. Anyway, that's my little rant. It was very frustrating and it feels like I wasted a whole day. So there we go. But we are, of course, still here. We've got the show. We've got Wanker of the Week. And I'm really looking forward to it this week because there's a lot of absolute morons for us to bitch about. And before we get into anything else, though, of course, if you can support the stream, I would very much appreciate it. Hit the love button. You can see it. It's the one that looks like a heart. If you keep mashing it, I'm told something magnificent might happen. But lube it up first, of course. And, of course, don't forget to join the GRIFT Force, because that would really help out if you want us to have more emojis down the line and extra content for them as well. I'm going to upload some old stuff that I made on a previous channel, but I'm going to put it as members only because it's not really relevant to what I do now. So that'll be happening sooner or later as well. In the meantime, Sardoc is here for £5 of legitimate currency, like a freaking boss.
Every single person of, that's intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, had dreams and goals, has abandoned England in the last 200 years.
Did it play for everyone? It froze for me.
Okay,
good.
I got it.
Well, that's good then. And he says, why buy Bud Light when Guinness exists? I know, right? And I mean, even why buy Guinness when you can get like homemade stout in the UK? But yeah, Guinness is solid. Also, yay for the Guardian not selling, and yay for cats. Then we have an orange cat, and a black square. which I don't think is supposed to be that. It's not what it looks like on the other one. You know what? Whatever. Nothing works today. Even StreamYard's rebelling against me because I only have a few days left on my contract. So suck it, StreamYard. And thank you for $5.
Thank you for $5.
Legend. We then have Jay Lopez here for $5 as well. $5 says, look at your animated drawing in DM. I will not be here long. Neurology appointment. He's got his MS checkup today. All the best with that, buddy. It's no joke.
My friend has that. He says sometimes he pees on himself and stuff because of it affects everything.
Yeah, it messes up literally everything. I know. Yeah. Oh wow, he's made a. That's probably the most accurate one I've seen. Hold on. Yeah, I'll grab it and put it on in a tab, and we can have a look. Oh wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, get a look at this and prepare to be terrified.
Okay.
The bots are taking over. It's real.
Welcome to Will of the Fans, and my name's Will. You see what I did there?
The Matrix is real.
Yeah,
it's real. Soylent Green is people. Holy shit! Fucking hell, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Do you know what's fucking weird about that? Let me put it back on the screen a minute. Just because, just literally, I remember sitting and drawing this, right? This picture of my face, sort of my face anyway. And at no point, even though I knew AI existed, and I knew we had things like DALL-E and things like that back then, which were basic as fuck. At no point did I think that during this channel's run, I would be looking at someone else's creation of me animated, talking at myself with my voice. Like, that is just nothing I thought I'd ever experience in my entire life. Actually, it's honestly, it's I play up like I'm terrified, but I'm actually like kind of excited. I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool and so potentially dangerous, but also so fucking cool. It's like when we first got to see an actual smartphone, like an iPhone, when they first appeared, you know, or the first time I saw YouTube. Like, oh my god, I can upload anything to this and it streams really well. Like, you know, or the first time I saw a PC, the first time I saw a Game Boy, you know, it's moments like that that just blow my fucking mind. Amazing, James. Well done, buddy, and thank you for $5. Appreciate you. Is it playing? No, there's a stupid icon.
Thank you for $5.
I seen it.
Yeah, it's
played fine here.
To me, it depends.
Twice. I'm so sick of StreamYard. I'm getting rid of this fucking thing in a couple of days. I swear to God, we're going to switch over. We're going to go to EVMux. I need to take time and learn that this week as well. That's what's interrupting the videos, guys, by the way. Also, James is back for another $2 and says, OPAI LOL. Yeah, OP might be the most operative term there. Pardon.
Thank you for $5.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate you. I know you already, it's only a 2, but you gave us 5 before, so fuck it. Plus, you made the clip. Appreciate you guys. Legends. Amazing.
Well, to me, it depends. Like, it is cool and exciting, but it depends, like, the people who are using it. Some people are, of course, bad people are going to use it for bad things. And then we use it for creativity. So,
oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. Somebody is going to use it to make Smash JT say that he, you know, like Heil Hitler or something crazy like that. Yes, so, it's only a matter of time.
That's right. That's right. And if you've ever seen me say anything such like that, you know, it was totally AI. Clearly, yeah.
He's not the kind of person who makes jokes like that.
Certainly didn't
not.
just say it at the end of the show a couple of weeks ago for no good reason.
No, he certainly didn't do that. Certainly didn't do that. Anyway, guys, that's that. Before we go into Wanker of the Week, I just wanted to share this and a shout out to Knight's Path, which is a game that's in development. It's an indie action RPG, story-driven, low fantasy, small open world game. Wishlist on Steam. I'm not following it. Oh, yeah, I am. That's cool. Anyway, I'm shouting them out because I caught this just before I went live, and I thought it was really quite funny. So there was this this post here that they originally posted, saying, "How do you like female characters to be represented visually in RPGs?" And we got 14% said 10 out of 10 bombshell. 52% said naturally beautiful, 29% said average realistic, and 3% said the uglier the better. Right? Which I think most people can agree. It's like slightly more beautiful than the average person walking down the street is the minimum you would expect in, say, a video game. You want people to be baseline attractive, right? Not unattractive, not offensive to the eyes or anything like that. Yeah?
7s and above.
7s and above, generally speaking. Right. Okay. So we got this character that they rendered here. This is apparently Amelie, not Amelia, not to be confused with Amelia. One of the female characters you can form a romantic relationship with in the game. Nice to meet you, Amelie. Nice face. Looks like a nice lady. Wouldn't be sad waking up next to her, you know. That's
looks
about
realistic.
what we're talking about. She
She
looks realistic
too, but just attractive.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the render is really good, but also like you can see a girl this pretty walking down the street, easy, any day of the week, regardless of what the crazy side-shaved, pink-haired SJW scum think, right? They think everyone's got to be actually fugly, but no, just because they are inside and out doesn't mean that everyone else is. So there we go. But anyway, the first response to this that I saw was this person here, Robot Man, says, "I hope you'll have some LGBTQ representation in the game." Nice Path replied, "We care about gaming and fun, not modern agendas."
Okay.
Hey!
And there's the shout out.
I followed them just now.
Yeah, I will be wish listing this game immediately.
Yeah.
For that exact reason. Yeah, if I'm not already, I think I might be. Let's have a look. I haven't got Steam open in the tab, unfortunately. I've just got it in my window, so I can't share it. But add to my wish list. Done. There we go. So, guys, if you're interested in action RPGs, I don't know anything about the game. Hopefully, it's good. At the very least, I can say based as fuck take. So there we go. And also,
I see they have little like a little gameplay clip on their profile. Are you gonna make a video, like a short video out of the gameplay?
I don't know. Where is it?
It's in the profile.
Let's have a look. Not bad. Kind of the same aesthetic as Kingdom Come. Still in development mode. Seems more like the combat is kind of like a dueling system rather than like flowing combat, you know what I mean?
It looks more realistic.
Yeah, it looks like it's been inspired by Kingdom Come rather than... Oh, maybe not. There's a dragon. Hey. No, that's good enough for me to be interested. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Certainly no complaints there. Anyway, there you go. So yes, that's the next one. Yeah. We also got a hell of a lot of other replies. The person who was asking about LGBTQ representation has 100 replies, pretty much all of them roasting the absolute fuck out of them.
I'm wondering, was that person for real or were they being sarcastic? Because it looked like,
I think they were real.
because look at that hair. It looks like
she, him, rainbow thing.
Smash the patriarchy one tweet at a time. Intersectional feminist, anti-capitalist, mum to 3 cats, hex your ex, anti-theist.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is a piss take.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a person being funny and they're not being serious because of that profile picture. And I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem to me like it's a troll. Yeah, look, he's reposting HasanPiker. There's no way this person's for real. She, him pronouns. Yeah, no, it's a joke. Well, it is kind of funny that that they even getting trolled, they still got like slapped down by Knight's Path. So that's actually pretty good. Still, respect on the piss take profile that's actually convincing. You could probably get a few minutes on Blue Sky without getting banned with that profile. You know, pretty good. Pretty good. Shout out to everybody involved in that then. Yay! No bad guys. No wankers there, but we have plenty of wankers elsewhere. And I mean fucking plenty. But before that, Sardoc's back for another £2. Hello and thank you. Says, oh no, they did not. Amelia! Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself when I read it. I was like, did you name her Amelie because it's adjacent to Amelia? I mean, I would have just straight up called her Amelia at this point. If you can have a character called Amelia and something, do it. I mean, I'm going to make a purple-haired bitch for the little RPG we're making called Amelia, for sure. Absolutely. She'll be an unlockable character or something, you know? Definitely. And I actually need to spend more time on that as well. I'm getting tired of talking about it and getting no time to actually work on it. But thank you very much, Sardoc, for the 2 poundingtons. We appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Indeed.
But there we go. Yes, indeed. We have got wankers everywhere. Literally. It's astonishing. I don't think I've actually seen, like, normally I have to go kind of looking for things. It's like, you know, I get the usual sort of, my timeline just shows me what Hasan and iDubbbz are doing, and I'm like, you know, iDubbbz usually too pathetic to be a wanker. Hasan, obviously, wanker every day, always in wanker of the week because he won't let me have a week off of bullying him. So there you go. Anyway, then it's like, okay, so who are the other two going to be? And it's like, okay, let's see what politicians have been saying and who's been doing this and who's been doing that. But no, this week it's everyone. It's literally everybody. As like the entire left has been absolutely out of control with the wankery this week. So
bumper crop.
It really is harvest time for people like us. So let's get into it then. Wanker of the week. Let's go.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers. All of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
Here we are.
All right. Yes, wanker of the week for the 3rd time this year. It is time once again. And who have we got today? Well, let's see. Do we start? How do you want to start? Do you want to start with internet personalities or IRL dickhead Anchorman?
I don't know.
IRL dickhead Anchorman.
All right.
Because it's fun to say.
Yeah, IRL dickhead Anchorman. Wankerman. There you go. All right. Don Lemon, come on down. Don Lemon, the man of the hour, the Tower of King Cower. So do you guys know what he did this week? I don't know if you've been following along with the old Minnesota situation, etc., etc. This is
I heard something, but very vague. I knew there was some kind of flare-up, but couldn't say the exact details.
Okay. So there was a sorry, what?
I was muted. I was saying, wasn't he like rioting or something? Or like, I don't know, storming in somewhere? I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'll explain a little bit more. So Don Lemon, obviously disgraced CNN anchor who got himself into big trouble a couple years back after being a raging anti-white racist for years and a raging anti-male feminist plus being gay, he basically ended up felting himself by saying that a woman is not in her prime at like 40 years old or 50 years old. 50 years old. It was about trying to discredit Nikki Haley in the run-up to the presidential election when she was running against Donald Trump. But in the process, he kind of betrayed his entire male feminist persona by saying that and got cancelled. And one thing led to another, and he ended up having to go leave CNN. So since then, he's had a podcast called The Don Lemon Show that no one really watches. But on it, he's also been on Piers Morgan, where Piers Morgan basically called him a bastard. Told him what an absolute piece of shit he is, which is hilarious coming from Piers Morgan. But to be fair, if I had to choose, I mean, Don Lemon is infinitely worse than Piers Morgan. He's made no secret of the fact that he strongly supports Antifa and the Minnesota anti-ICE protests. He's one of the people who's spreading the utter bullshit messaging like, oh, they're Gestapo, oh, it's racism, blah, 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 blah. Even though there's no evidence for that whatsoever, and it's just government agents doing their job, obviously. And then it turns out that he was at one of these planned operations, right? And you could only get invited to this if you knew the person running it, who happens to be a friend of Don Lemon. And the operation in question was to bust into a church while they were having a mass, while they were having the proceedings, whatever. Because apparently the pastor is connected to ICE in some way, maybe he's an agent or he's a supporter or something like that. Interrupt the worship and causes a fucking great big stink in the church. Apparently one person got injured as well.
Oh, well.
Now, the big problem here is that Don Lemon was there before the protest, reporting on what it was. Well, he said he couldn't say what it was going to be, but he clearly knew exactly what was going on, what was about to happen. And he was only there because it was invitation only, right? He's there, and then he follows them into the church and starts interviewing people while the riots are going on. Okay. What the man, once again, this is one of the most arrogant motherfuckers on the planet, right? And some of the chat will probably be well aware of what is happening here already. But did you know that it is actually a federal crime to infringe on people's right of free worship?
Yeah, I think there's a thing called the Bill of Rights. You mentioned something about that.
Something about that, yeah. There's something in there that basically says that you have the right to worship. He also misinterpreted the concept of why the American country was formed from people leaving the UK and other places. He said it was to get free from religious persecution. And it's like, yeah, but that's not what you think it means, Lemon. It doesn't mean free from religion. It means they wanted to be able to worship without being persecuted.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it was to establish a Christian country.
And the guy pretends to hate white people, but he loves white dick in his ass.
So, as far as I'm aware, that's true, yes. Anyway, the point is, what this effectively is like is if you were to go along with a bank robbery, film the entire thing, and you're just being a journalist, whereas in fact you are an accomplice, an accessory crime. So let's get into it. So Don Lemon, Lemon informed the viewers ahead of the protest that he had conducted reconnaissance with the activists before they stormed into City's church, which they targeted because they believe one of the church's assistant pastors works for ICE. He says these are resistance protests. Resistance, guys. Resisting the safe, legal, removal of potential threats in the form of illegal aliens who may kill and or R-word you. Okay. Resist, guys. Yeah. They're planning an operation and we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up. Okay. So the person running it is Nikema Armstrong, who's been doing it since George Floyd. She's a BLM dick, right?
I was going to say that's a black ass name.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So she's been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. He continued. So basically, there you go. This is a little clip
into Minneapolis a little bit ago, and did some.
Skipped it.
Saw the American flag or whatever, but these are resistance protesters. They're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up.
So he knows what they're doing, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're outside the fucking church, so it's pretty clear what they're going to do.
And it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. And so that's what we're doing here. And then we're after that.
That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this guy's scum, right?
I mean, that's not a protest.
Absolutely.
That's an invasion.
I was about to say,
if they were stood outside the church, it would be a protest. If they go in, it's an invasion.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, if we cut quickly to this tab, we can see from the New York Post article, we've got footage of him inside.
Violent protest on the shooting of Renee Nicole Good, live streamed himself alongside demonstrators with the Racial Justice Network storming into the house of worship.
Racial justice,
dozens of other protests that have wreaked havoc around Minneapolis.
Renee Good!
While others slandered Eastwood for supposedly misrepresenting the ideals of his faith through his support for ICE.
Oh, great. So Christians aren't allowed to like oppose anything?
It would seem.
So being a good Christian means being totally benign doormat and just letting everyone walk all over you then?
Well, I mean, it is beneficial to the people that...
It's funny they don't hold the Muslims to the same standards, huh?
Right.
Mm. But anyway, the reason this is hilarious is because what he's effectively done here is made himself an accessory to a federal crime. He doesn't think he has. In fact, he's certain that he's done nothing wrong. He insists here, I had no affiliations. So after this all came out, right, might as well get into it because this is assuming you already know what's happening. Within hours of this happening, we had news reports, Don Lemon facing criminal charges.
Oh, no.
Good.
May get 15 years in prison.
Well, this is certainly an unexpected turn of events for his most recent Lemon party.
Right. So when this broke, he was still on maneuver somewhere. I don't know where he was, but suddenly there's this video clip of him that he's recorded where he's going, I had no affiliations with that organization. I didn't even know that they were going to this church until we followed them. We were there chronicling protests. Once the protests started in the church, we did an act of journalism. Well, I mean, the thing is,
you liar!
All right.
First of all, everyone knows that he's friends with Nikema Armstrong or whatever the name was. Secondly, he said that he's friends with her. Thirdly, he was outside the church beforehand, clearly in the know of what they were going to do and just refusing to announce what it was. Because if he did, he said, we are going to do this. Yeah, that's true. And he has repeatedly appeared on camera since on various people's podcasts and shows, further only pointing out that they only targeted this particular location because it was a Christian place of worship, which again, federal crime.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to interfere with people's rights to freedom to worship, basically. I can't remember how it's phrased. I'm not an American, so I bugger up the language all the time. Sorry, guys, but there you have the right to have the freedom to worship as you want, basically. So now he's actually in quite a bit of hot water, it turns out, as the DOJ is saying that they are going to pursue charges against him.
Oh, man.
Department of Justice is going to pursue charges against the anti-ICE agitators who invaded the Sunday church service in St. Paul, including disgraced former CNN reporter Don Lemon, who feebly attempted to cloak his participation in the chaos as an act of journalism. We're doing an act of journalism, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, an act of journalism.
That's right. Totally
Not
an
here.
act of journalism.
I'm absolutely not sitting here ripping on people because I can't stand them for their insane politics. This is an act of journalism, guys. Yeah. Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights Harmeet Dillon, nice American name there, was on Benny Johnson. Actually, yes, she was. I don't know if this is the clip, if I can find the clip, but I don't think I can in time. No, but it's definitely worth checking out. She said that they will pursue charges. She says he went into the facility, then he began, quote unquote, committing journalism.
You smug.
As if that's a sort of shield from being an embedded part of a criminal conspiracy. It isn't. Oh no! God.
I've got some bad news. Bad news.
So it wasn't so much an act of journalism as it was documenting your crimes.
Yeah, basically, it's like driving the getaway car with your fucking phone recording the entire time, basically, you know? So there we go. You are, in fact, a complicit part of a criminal conspiracy. Yeah, a conspiracy to commit a federal crime. Yeah. So there we go. The DHA is weighing criminal charges against the anti-ICE mob who stormed the service at City's Church in St. Paul, including former CNN host Don Lemon. You sort of wonder if he sort of like should have been there going like, what's going on? Why am I here? I'm not part of this, you know, but nah, he was part of it the whole time. This man is an idiot. He's always been an idiot. He's an ideologically possessed, ideologically captured fucking activist moron. And that's part of the reason why no one can stand him. But it keeps getting worse and worse and worse because, of course, he posted himself during it. And then, of course, he got condemned by Nicki Minaj and decided that he was going to have a war of words with her as well. But as it stands right now, like this is not a small matter. This really is not a small matter at all. He really is just digging himself bigger and bigger, deeper and deeper grave, basically, at this point. He's appeared on protests on podcasts since. I can't remember which one it was on, but he was on some show later that same day, basically saying, yes, well, these groups have chosen to protest this church because the Christians inside are guilty of blah, 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 which immediately makes it fall under the jurisdiction of the FACE Act, which is freedom. What is it? I can't remember. It's something to do with being able to. Yeah, this is the one that says you're not allowed to basically be persecuted for your religious beliefs. Mm-hmm. So that's effectively it. At this stage, it's getting worse because it's a very serious thing to be in violation of this, and as a result, Don Lemon genuinely could go to jail.
Good. I mean, it's so
for a long time.
It's so insane to me that these people have such issues with Christians, but they're waving Palestinian flags. Like, don't you know Muslims will literally
they'll throw you off a building.
Yeah, they'll off you.
Yeah,
Christians don't do that.
Right. Well, you have to remember that for the lot of these people, their dogma is trust the science. Their silly hat of religion is a face mask, and Anthony Fauci is he's the most high and completely infallible. So they don't necessarily have the same level of respects for anyone else's beliefs other than their own. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing that happens with the left all the time, right? Where if they support one thing, that means they have to support all thing. Every so barging into a church waving Palestinian flags. It's like you've got two things conflated there. You've got the Palestinian flag has nothing to do with you protesting protesting the fucking immigration police. Like that, it's got nothing to do with it. And also in Minnesota, where the principal people involved are Somalian, not Palestinian, but they're throwing up the Palestinian flags too, because to them everything is iconography of one giant amorphous cause.
Right.
Which is why it's so very, very easy to predict who is going to oppose what. It's when something random happens and you can go, oh, I know how the left's going to react to this. And then they go, we're not all the same, we're all different. No, you are, in fact, a fucking hive mind.
Right.
Like they are. They really, really are. They'll throw up rainbow flags and Palestinian flags next to each other without realizing that those two are diametrically opposite. Like you just said, the Palestinians.
Well, they say opposites
and
attract,
many
don't they?
other Muslim countries will just kill you if you are gay. They won't actually deliberate about it or anything else. You'll be sentenced to death and just thrown off a roof.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this is what happened. We got a brief moment of FAFO when there were the fucking pride marches. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. And you had gays for Palestine and the pride march, and they came and ran into each other, and it turned into a fight.
And I loved it.
That was brilliant. Left v left.
I loved it. That was great.
Always good. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. So Nathaniel Hawthorne famously opined that no man for any considerable period can wear one face to himself and another to the multitude without finally getting bewildered as to which may be the true. Very wise words. Fortunately, however, the same cannot be said of there is truth to that statement as it pertains to man, but not of federal statutes, according to Christian Post. The Federal Face Act, freedom of access to clinic entrances, that's why I couldn't remember it, because it's really bizarrely phrased, does have two phases. One phase prohibits the use of force or threat to obstruct, injure, interfere, intimidate, or attempt to do any of those things to a woman seeking access to clinics. Sure. But on the other hand, it prohibits the use of force or threat of force to obstruct, injure, interfere, or intimidate, quote, any person lawfully exercising or seeking to exercise the First Amendment right of religious freedom at a place of worship. So you're in big trouble, basically. It gets worse and worse and worse, too, because violations start with imprisonment for 6 months and a fine of $10,000 or both, one or the other or both. But then you've got the fact that this is also a major protest where many people were not harmed physically, but have serious complaints. Then, of course, you've got the fact that it's federal rather than state. Then you've got the fact that somebody was injured and suddenly 6 months becomes 10 or more years. So what do you think will happen? Just as a thought exercise, do you think Lemon will actually go to prison, or do you think he's going to throw everyone else under the bus and try and get a deal?
Both.
I don't know. I mean, I might be a little bit too cynical, but unfortunately, I think that they'll find a way to avoid him having to deal with any kind of serious repercussions. He might pay a fine.
I mean, you do. Like, obviously saying that, I understand what you're saying and I get it, but he's not affiliated with anyone who can protect him anymore. He's completely independent.
Yeah. I mean, that might have a little bit of a change in it, but I don't know.
I guess not unless.
Everything. Go on.
Oh, I was about to say, I guess not unless if his stupid viewers make like a GoFundMe to bail him out or something. I don't know.
No, I mean, I think he's got, enough money to deal with that side of it and whatnot. But I don't know. I would be surprised if it actually gets to that level. I mean, generally speaking, a lot of people that have any level of celebrity, even if it's waning, they tend to go light on.
They tend to get away with it, yeah. I mean, we've not seen anyone go down for Epstein stuff yet either.
Yeah,
I get it, but yeah, no, there's definitely a skepticism side to it as well. I just think it'll be hilarious to watch. I think in the end he'll probably buy his way out of it, or
it
have
will
to give
be.
information.
Yeah, it will be interesting watching him tie himself in knots for a few weeks.
Oh yeah,
months, though.
watching him squirm is hilarious. Yeah, he'll try to make himself out like some sort of rebel fucking martyr, but in actual fact, he is just as he always was, a cuddle cow. Yeah, but there you go. I think personally, since he's worth about $12 to $20 million, apparently, according to net worth calculator, he can potentially buy his own bail, but he would still have to go through the proceedings of sentencing, etc., etc. So more likely he'll throw his friend under the bus. I mean, I can't imagine him not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm friends with Nikema Armstrong. Nikema Armstrong sentenced for 10 years, it'll be, I just think it'll go like that.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. It's things are getting crazier and crazier every fucking day at the moment. And it's like, it's watching from the outside. You kind of think like, is America actually at civil war right now? Because it's like a very polite civil war where everyone's just not quite killing each other yet, just injuring each other. But there you go. Anyway, Don Lemon felted. I love to see it. I can't stand that odious twat.
Felted, no, zested.
I was gonna say it's a mostly peaceful war.
Yeah, it's a mostly peaceful war. It's just that the culture war is now indeed sort of blurring into it's not really a cold war anymore. It's much more of a hot war. We were watching the Yuri Bezmenov explanation of how to destabilize a nation yesterday on Hyperdrive Time. Every step of it is already in the past.
Yeah,
it's really bad, Yeah,
but there you go. A lot of the powers that be, when it comes to things like this, they're firmly. I mean, they've been trying to say that they want us in a civil war kind of atmosphere for years now. They've made movies about it. They constantly just keep banging that drum. So, I certainly think that you would have to say that things are definitely in motion. And, only your individual discernment and ability to kind of try to stay out of this madness will be the only thing that'll be a saving grace. But they're doing everything they can to kind of get people out of their
I mean they're in
rational mind.
The protesters are now trying to get in the way of regular people, and it's getting really bad now. I've seen it a few times where they're just literally pulling up in front of. Did you see the guy got his camera nicked the other day? I can't think what his name was. Nick something or other. So a person of some interest, some prestige as obviously a documentarian or something. And some Somali person just rolled up to the window of his car, nicked the camera out of his hand, ran into a car and drove away. And he got out of his car and chased him down and got dragged halfway up a street by holding onto their passenger door or driver's side door. Then everyone's calling him a Nazi and all this and that. And then the police get called and tell him off. Minnesota.
Right.
Wow.
You should just give it to Canada at this point. There's no point having it. Just make Greenland the 51st state.
Dude, that would be
The 50th state.
awful.
Yeah. I just sort of wonder if it's just time for everyone to relocate and just split the country in half, because clearly
I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that.
Yeah. It's just that there are irreconcilable differences at this point in America with two factions that just cannot get on. And something's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to get worse. I thought when Charlie Kirk got shot, it was going to calm down for a while, but it hasn't. It's got worse. Here we are, 5 months later, and it's just getting more and more insane. Yeah. And it's all obviously we if you actually pay attention, that like when we saw the anti-ICE protests are actually going, like, linking to websites where the same people are being paid to go and protest in various places against ICE, and then they have a website for the company that hires them, and then that is specifically, the donation link is a donation link to the Democrat Party. So there's a pipeline between the Democrat Party and the people actually running on the streets that isn't getting reported on. But you actually
I saw that, and it was suspected for a long time as well because of the professional signs just being popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, they come out of nowhere. It's ridiculous. But it then therefore does mean that one of your political parties seems to be guilty of treason or sedition or something. Like, why is nothing happening about that? Like, just wipe them out, root and stem, disband the party, you know.
It's community organizing, don't you know? That's what Barack Obama would call it.
Yeah, Barack Obama should be in prison as well. Anyway, whatever happened to that, by the way? Barack Obama fucking emails, like, literally a fucking smear campaign against Donald Trump. The whole Russiagate thing is exposed as a hoax at the hands of Obama, and he's still not seen the inside of a prison cell.
You know, they have a tendency to, these things just kind of fall off, and then once they're out of the spectacle, you know, of the news cycle that never ends, and then it eventually,
they bury, of course.
Yeah, and then it just eventually just kind of disappears through clerical means. It just doesn't.
It is weird, though, isn't it? I mean, it was July last year that that Tulsi Gabbard revealed what they had found and incriminated Barack Obama, and nothing has happened. But anyway, whatever. I don't want to get too into the politics. We are here to talk about wankers, and Don Lemon certainly is a wanker. The fact that it backfired massively on him does not make him any less of a wanker for doing it in the first place. So just keep that in mind when the voting happens. Before we move on, we've picked up a few super chats, actually. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Smegheads is here for Australian Toofer. Says, oh, look, it's the sour fruit. Yes, it certainly is. Nobody likes this guy. Like, nobody likes this guy. Absolute prick. Thank you, Smeghead.
He's a smeg. He's a smeg. He's a smeg.
Yes.
Buddy. And St. Hugo has gifted a membership. Thank you very much. One more for the Griff Force, one more for the princesses. Appreciate you.
Let's go, Griff Force! Doing it for the princesses!
Gets his back with a $5 this time and says he went from saying young BL, black kids, should pull up their pants. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? To filming his crime. Couldn't escape the stereotype in the end. Talk about a self-felt. It's fucking funny. He literally was like, black kids should pull up their pants, but he was drawn to commit a crime no matter what. That's some good old-fashioned family racism right there. And thank you for $5.
Thank you for $5.
Yeah, appreciate you. Sardoc is back for another $5. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you as well. Says, go to Palestine as a member of a certain community and you'll very quickly find out that real life has no autosave. Abso-fucking-lutely. And shout out to Palestine.
Listen to what I'm saying and you will understand perhaps what I'm trying to imply here.
That's very patronizing.
Yeah, I am being patronizing. I don't know who the you are, and you're over here chirping all the way from London about Palestine.
Stepping time!
Palestine.
Stepping time!
Palestine.
Stepping time! Come on, mighty!
Palestine.
Stepping time!
Palestine.
Never need a reason, never need a rhyme, and stepping time!
Palestine.
Get your knees up!
Palestine. Palestine.
Never need a reason, never need a rhyme, get your knees up!
Palestine.
Thank you for $5.
And Smegheads is back for another 2, says he won't get time. He ticks 2 boxes of protection. We are all a bit of a jaded bunch, aren't we? But you're probably right. Yeah, can't really argue with it. Thank you very much, though, for the 2. And guys, I really appreciate you guys supporting us so far. We're about a quarter of the way through the bar at this point. Of course, if we fill it up, there will be boo-boos. There will be a bit more stream. And there will be a little bit more of another step closer to Jackbox. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, on to round 2 then. Let's see. Who are we going to do next? Let's do iDubbbz. Because iDubbbz, you may remember about, 2 weeks ago now? I think iDubbbz made his debut this year on Wanker of the Week for calling out a guy who had appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, an Iranian fella, or Iranian, if you want to be a suck-up, who had managed to get to America and ended up marrying some nice lady from one of the southern states, I think, judging from her accent. And they appear to be very happily in love and going strong. Good for them. I didn't think 90 Day Fiancé actually worked, but apparently it does occasionally. And they're like catching up with them in the show. And of course, this is a show that is watched by Mr. and Mrs. Anissa Jomha, formerly known as iDubbbz, now also known as iCucks, iFlubs, and in my personal favorite, Idiot. I made that one up myself. So there we go. Anyway, they decided that it would be a really good idea, while live streaming themselves reacting to the show, to accuse this man of being a plant for the US government. In other words, saying that so they're watching people, they're commenting on the couple are talking about the habit that people have of doing like TikTok dances in the middle of the street and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Right? They do it here as well. It's fucking annoying. But he says, it's so strange. America's so strange because if you tried to do something like that in Iran, you would be arrested. Right? You're not allowed to just freely dance in the street.
Right.
This is the big moment where basically iDubbbz and Anissa said, oh God, it's so performative. Oh my God, it's like he's literally been paid to just do American propaganda. It's like, okay. iDubbbz, you do realize you are an American, right? The fact that you ran to Canada when Trump got elected and you couldn't sell your house and you got broke because of all your scams concerning Creator Clash doesn't mean that you're not still an American. Why have you got no national pride, you son of a bitch? But that's not really the point either. They are being, in fact, really judgmental of a guy who has definitely seen suffering. They also pointed out, why doesn't he just, why is he so hesitant to the guy to be more detailed in his takedown of Iran? Well, it's pretty. I mean, what does he think's going to happen? Are they going to send drones after him over here in America or something? Ha 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 ha! It's like, you stupid bastards! Don't you realize he probably has family that are still in Iran that will be killed if he's saying this seditious stuff? Anyway, of course, they were getting a lot of heat for this. And then 2 days later, the Iranian protests started. And as far as we know, at the moment, at least 16,000 people have been killed in cold blood by their government. Proving, apart from everything else, what a fucking disgusting totalitarian nightmare Iran is. But also, this guy was telling the fucking truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny that you got these 2 white people.
Yes.
Kind of. You don't know what you're talking about, about your own country and stuff like that. Or we think that you're just spreading American propaganda and stuff, which you don't get arrested dancing in the street here at all.
No.
That's
exactly. But you will get arrested dancing in the street in Iran. They just didn't believe him. Right. And I mean, look, iDubbbz is a guy who is who's fallen massively from grace. At one point, he was on top of YouTube, like 7-8 million subscribers, making millions and millions of dollars. doing Content Cop and other shows and being famous for basically bullying everybody who's an idiot on the internet, to being a failed boxer / boxing promoter married to an iDubbbz thought, to an OnlyFans thought, and getting absolutely cucked by that, turning on his audience, apologizing for his old content, and now being as card-carrying a leftist as is possible to be. He literally is a parrot for HasanPiker. He's the parrot on his shoulder, basically. It's pathetic. So most recently, the lady, the wife of the Iranian guy, decided to call them out. We had this post that came out, which you can read. It's a little hard to, but I'll try and zoom in a bit. It says, flashback to when so many of you mocked my husband and called him a liar. Most of these people who hadn't lived there in years or ever telling him his reality wasn't real. I remember him reading it, hearing it, seeing it. He kept quiet, but I took note. Husband about the heart of the world, being vocal about the injustice there. That's what he actually wanted you to see, but unfortunately many didn't. Still, you said, it's not like that. People live freely. You're lying. Can you hear them now? The chanting, the screaming, the deaths. This is the reality you mocked. Many of you owed him an apology, but that's not what we need right now. Take 5 seconds to share something about Iran, and you call yourself a friend while turning away from what's happening in Iran. You are not a friend of mine. Now, don't know if I have the clip of it. I don't think I do.
That's a classy response.
It is, yeah. The thing is, iDubbbz and Anissa were both notified of this in a subsequent live stream, where iDubbbz basically said, well, they weren't talking about us. It's literally their stream that's captured here. They put a clown over iDubbbz's face. It's literally a screenshot of their stream as it was captured.
So, as always, these people never take accountability.
Right.
Not at all. Not even close. Now, you may also be aware of the ongoing war between iDubbbz and H3 Ethan Klein. If you're not, basically, that's another situation where they threw a friend under the bus to try and cozy up to HasanPiker. In other words, Anissa wants to fuck HasanPiker and totally cock her husband, and iDubbbz is so fucking beneath the thumb of Anissa at this point, he has no choice but to go for it. So they actually participated in a gay op against H3 that basically resulted in skulls being sent to his house and child protective services being called to investigate Ethan, his house and his kids, because a bunch of leftoid Hasan stans hate him and wanted to spread rumors that he abuses his kids, lets them eat dog shit and stuff like that. Right. When H3 realized that iDubbbz had been part of it, he gave him an opportunity to explain, but instead iDubbbz made a content cop about him. Which was an hour-long wine fest about how Ethan's a psycho, Ethan's a crazy person. He's not. He's actually based as fuck. He's as based as a leftist can be. Well, really, H3 is more of a trad liberal, not a leftist as we know them. He's not out there marching for Palestine, especially being a Jew. But anyway, the result is after that, Ethan Klein obviously is suing several of HasanPiker's orbiters, but he's also made it his personal mission to torture and never release from his grip iDubbbz and Anissa for the rest of their miserable lives. While iDubbbz no longer actually makes any fucking money, he makes less money than I do streaming at the moment. He makes less than Canadian minimum wage, and it's pathetic. No one likes him. No one can stand iDubbbz anymore. The fall off has been massive. He's hemorrhaging subscribers. No one likes anything he makes, and he was roundly roasted for that content cop. Plus, one of his oldest best friends, who he stabbed in the back, is now dedicated to ruining his life through never ever stopping reacting to every move they make on the internet. So then this happened. Hang on.
And to take their freedoms.
He's talking about Iran.
They would laugh at you. To call you like, oh, you're an America simp, because
you're gonna see what's gonna happen.
You see people dancing.
Is it loud
enough? You feel liberated. Somebody can dance on the street.
Yeah,
it's just detestable. It's just, to me, it's one of the most ignorant things I've ever seen. It really is just so gross.
Exactly. Like when my wife watched?
Yes, he actually invited the guy onto his podcast, the Iranian guy, to interview him about iDubbbz and Anissa. He brought him on just to talk about how fucking wrong they are. Once again,
this is going quite high up on my list at the moment as we're going through people. This is really shooting up because I think I've mentioned before I'm really close friends with a woman from Iran who fled there with her 2 young children. So yeah, this iDubbbz is really fucking pissing me off.
iDubbbz is going through a whole villain arc at the moment. It's really bizarre. He seems to have got himself on he's on multiple SSRIs and Adderall and all this stuff that Anissa's got him on, which a lot of people are suggesting that coupled with the fact that he definitely has CTE from his boxing. He does not have the brain he once had anymore, and he's just a follower, but he seems to have pepped up a bit recently, and he's gone on several crazy tirades on the internet lately where he just rips on everybody and basically just repeats everything that HasanPiker says. But it is nice to see him getting wrecked here, and the Iranian guy gets to say his piece, so I want to listen to it.
She may not like me to say that, but she cried and she said these people do not know anything about it. But
then it was to them, right? More or less.
That was exactly what I said. Like it was not.
Look at his stupid fucking face.
Because
I know, right? I don't understand what happened to iDubbbz. Like, just as a quick aside, even if you Google iDubbbz now,
looks like a photo negative of a Somalian,
right? Like the first picture you're gonna get of iDubbbz is like this one, which is iDubbbz in his prime, right? When he was doing content cop and actually taking down shitheads on the internet and advocating for free speech to the extent that he would say the N-word, the F-slur, everything. And the idea was more or less the South Park mentality of either everything's okay or nothing is. Now he's completely turned on that. 100%. Like 180-degree turn. He now believes that you should not be able to say various things. He calls everybody a racist. He calls everybody a sexist. And he's also, I don't know what he's done, but he seems to have gone from looking like a sort of an average young guy. Like, I mean, you could pull Spider-Man's mask off and I'd expect to see this face underneath it, you know?
Right.
To now, him and his whore-ass wife, now he looks like he shouldn't be allowed near schools. And I don't know if it's just the moustache, but you should.
His head seems to have increased. You know, like the actual cranial area is seemingly like, you know, he's got water on his brain or something.
Maybe.
I mean, he's become a villain. Every villain has like that big ass dome, like the head.
True. He would play a really good Lex Luthor. I mean, this is him crying in therapy. Why is that on the internet? And of course, last but not least, we have this one. Hang on a second. This one is from a while back, but it's still his Twitter profile picture, I think.
Yep.
That's him when he got into boxing shape, wearing makeup.
Okay.
That's got nothing to do with boxers and everything to do with lingerie.
It's right, yeah. But now I don't know. Now he seems to have cut his hair, but now he kind of looks like a bit like everyone's calling him Simple Ian, you know, like Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder. Never go full retard, man. You know, because he takes
like somebody forgot to trim Kill Crazy.
Right. He does look like he looks like genuinely he shouldn't be allowed near schools. Like he looks like he just looks like an idiot. I mean, he looks like he's got brain damage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd feel sorry for him if it weren't for the fact that he's also total see you next Tuesday. So
because I even asked her, like, she even put their picture under there.
Still,
so it was more
I am
about
enjoying
them,
watching H3's smug face.
They were not the
I mean,
only...
H3's not perfect either, but I'd much prefer him to iDubbbz at this point.
People attacked us because of that. We had other people as well.
Right.
He's got a cashew head.
I don't apologize for.
No.
Being judgmental.
After all this.
You signed up for the show.
Yeah.
So this is what they're saying. Yeah, look.
Show.
Yeah.
How
That's how it
fucking
goes.
gross.
Where was
Don't
it?
apologize for.
So they refuse to apologize for it.
Being
No.
judgmental.
After all this.
You signed up for the show.
Yeah.
How
That's how it
fucking
goes.
gross.
You think we're fucking mean?
Yeah.
Do not go to the 90 Day Fiance Reddit. Do not go there. Okay.
Okay, so they're saying basically that what they said is nothing. You should go on the 90 Day Fiance Reddit and see what they're saying there.
Right.
Two wrongs don't make a right, Anissa. So just because there are people who are doing worse things than you doesn't mean that you're not scum too. You know what I mean?
So they're allowed to judge people, but other people can't judge other people because otherwise,
Yeah,
you're
effectively,
a
yeah.
Nazi and all that. They could do whatever they want, and it's completely fine because all you have to say is, "I'm a leftist. I'm a woke tard," and then you're fine.
Yeah, you're an ally or whatever. But if anyone else actually condemns them or comments on them and their behavior, we're evil for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As Smegheads is saying, for Australian $10 says, I thought they were all about lived experiences and empathy, right? That they will literally say that out of one side of their mouth when then on the other they'll condemn this man. No to racism. They are letting down the progs by doing what they say they hate. Lol cows of the year, everyone. Anissa and her wife, Mrs. Jomha. Yeah, this is actually how he's known on the internet now, more prevalently than iDubbbz is as Mrs. Jomha or Mr. Jomha or Anissa's husband. Even though Anissa's never been famous at all, really, besides being a booby streamer and eventually an OnlyFans whore. But there you go. And yeah, Smegheads, you're absolutely right. That is exactly what they do. They are the typical leftist in that way, really. They judge indiscriminately, but then they talk about lived experiences and empathy for the ones that they're on board with, the ones that they think they need to be protecting. It's really bizarre. iDubbbz is firmly convinced that if he were to go to Iran, it would be no different than America. I mean, I'd like to put him on a plane to Iran personally, especially right now. I think that would be hilarious. But then, hey, this is the guy who's also saying he wants to have a fight with MagesGuild.
Well, to be fair, I'd like to watch that.
I mean, I think he'd win. He's actually got more experience, and MagesGuild's definitely no fighter. But the point is that he's actually making threats of violence against another person for their political opinions, which they just can't stop showing you who they really are. The left, can they? It's fucking abysmal. It's pathetic. Thank you, Smegheads. Appreciate you, man. Really do.
Yeah.
Drop it.
So, all right. And then there's one more thing we can enjoy watching here, which is the moment. Well, let's just finish this.
I haven't, but she has clearly.
It's kind of hard to believe she used to
on Reddit
be a OnlyFans model.
She still is. She started again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Evidently, frump is a new category of interest that I do not.
There was a clip.
I don't understand. This is just there's a lot of frumpiness on that screen. Is all I'm saying.
I'm trying to find a picture that I can present that's safe for work.
There was a clip in Kino Casino. They were watching them, just roasting them. And they put a clip on. I think, if I remember, she was asking iDubbbz, should I cut my hair? I feel like cutting my hair. And he said, no, you look like a fucking
I
dude.
remember that, yeah.
I remember that, yeah. He said he liked it when she had longer hair. And he also liked her as a brunette. And then, like, the following episode, she had got a pixie cut.
Right.
Then she made him pay $2,500 or something, or $1,500 or something like that for hair extensions. so that she could have long hair that went down to her like her elbows again.
Oh.
And then a month after that, she had taken them out.
Right.
Oh, what a waste of money. This bitch.
She's destroyed his entire life. Like she genuinely, this is why people laugh, because iDubbbz literally destroyed his entire career for a crumb of mid-tier pussy. It's
I mean, mid-tier is being polite.
Yeah, well, I mean, she used to have great big fake tits that he paid for.
He paid for them?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
May I should slide in his DMs and be like, can you pay for mine?
As far as I'm aware, I think, I believe he paid for them. Yeah.
So is he legitimately her only fan? Like,
well, it's not making any fucking money, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, she needs to lose the plural.
She they definitely are not making any money, and that's why she started up OnlyFans again. Just because they needed to make some fucking cash, but it didn't work very well. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to find an image of like what she used to look like, but in a way that's not like, oh shit, this is taking me to lolcow.farm.
Worth it. I mean, like,
what's the end of the clip? What's the end of the clip? And I'll find something. Here you go.
Indeed.
Snarking about other people. She's a very hideous
Are you
person.
always going to have this thought in your mind that you...
So anyway.
Also, when someone's...
Oh, is that going to be...
But if it makes you feel any better, it's not a lot of people watching it. It's about 100.
Oh, that's good. Because it's not the subscribers. It was like millions. I was like, there's really millions of people watch this?
There used to be.
There used to be, though.
One of the biggest YouTubers. But then he got brain damage and started doing this weird tanky content. And now only 100 people watch him. So when he talks, people like to make fun of him. So a lot of people still see it. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have a lot of people supporting him.
That's brilliant, right? He's like, oh my God, millions of people saw them say this about my country. It's like, nah, don't worry about it. Only a couple of hundred people maybe saw it.
The good news here is
nobody cares anymore.
You were both talking at the same time. I heard what Rhoda said, but John, what did you say?
I was just saying the good news is you were, attacked by somebody who's completely and utterly irrelevant. So,
Yeah. Which is nice.
We pretty much said the same thing in different words.
You did, yeah. All right. This is Anita as she looked a few years ago. Sort of 2018, 2020-ish, right?
Oh, I see the fake boobs.
You get the fake boobs, right? But basically, other than that, you've just got sort of a normal, average kind of girl face. Nothing particularly interesting about her. Kind of a plain Jane,
This is mid-tier at best.
Kind of like, like a Canadian 6, or something like that. Let me have a look now. Let me see what I can fucking dig up for now. She's a train wreck now.
God. I mean, this is like, okay, all right, like this.
Face, John.
I'm covering her face, seeing if it makes it any better. It's no, I mean it's pretty much the same. I suppose the tits are all right. All right.
So this is her now, except she's gaining weight.
Yeah, no.
Note the tattoos.
I hate those tattoos so much.
Really.
It's like a
horribly, hideously ugly tattoos.
Really, like they're kind of like 1960s kind of tattoos. Like
those are
This is actually recent because she got the finger tattoos last year. So yeah,
American traditional tattoos. They're like the ones with the thicker lines. I hate those. I don't like. That's not my style.
They're straight out of the book.
Yes,
there's
not
not
like old sailor tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of them have covered themselves in tattoos that have no meaning whatsoever to them.
Yeah, she reminds me of like a Timu Juliette Lewis with like no talent and
yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's a good description. Actually, yeah.
Like that you like put on your arm and you put hot water on them and pretend you've got a tattoo. It's like you're stuck with it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. She's and she's a total bitch too, just a complete bitch. Genuinely, like a horrible person. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that definitely comes through in the photo.
Look at that face though. She looks miserable. She's not even smiling. She looks over it.
Yeah. Both her and iDubbbz have vehemently defended having meaningless tattoos everywhere on your body. They actively have basically said, in the most contrarian way they possibly could, having tattoos that mean something is pointless because it's just going to rub out eventually, or just going to blur and smudge into your skin eventually anyway.
Well, then, I mean, if the tattoos are pointless, then why even get them to begin with? If
right.
You know,
exactly.
I think that's an admission of a complete lack of personality and character if you're just doing it specifically for superficial, aesthetics. Right there.
Yeah, like going to a different protest every week.
Yeah.
I mean, you're effectively just graffitiing on your body.
Right.
Like the only possible reason that you can do this, and I know this is true, especially of leftists and especially of women who have made themselves into little whores. There's a certain reverence for your own body that just doesn't exist anymore. Like you've just given up. And so they'll just fuck with themselves. That's why they get the millions and millions of. You get like the women who've got like 100 different piercings, and then like 700 tattoos all over their body, and it's an unfortunate thing, but they just don't respect themselves. They don't respect the sanctity of their body anymore, and it's a shame. And I'm not saying women can't have piercings and tattoos. There's ways of doing that can be attractive, you know, but in the case of them, they're just putting any old ink on their body for any old reason, and it doesn't need to be anything. It's just, I feel like getting a new tattoo. Personally,
it's a signal that doesn't, go away with the next internet post. You know,
Lisa's definitely got either narcissistic personality disorder or more likely borderline personality disorder because she's broken Ian completely. Like he's too weak. Well, I think he was a virgin. It's just a theory I have. I think he was a virgin when they met. I can't imagine another why you would let a woman so mid dominate your entire life.
So I think you're right. I think you're right, Will, that she has borderline.
If it's like
because
love, you do anything for that girl. You're a moron. Sorry, go on, Toasty.
Oh, I was about to say, I think you're right, because women with borderline personality disorder, their thing is they will ruin. They will try to sabotage their relationships with people, whether it be friend or romantically, and then turn around and then play the victim. Yep.
They can't stand stasis in their relationships. They can't just have a relationship that's just ticking along. There's always got to be drama. It's always got to be chaos. Bullshit. There's always got to be some cry-bully bullshit. Yeah. They're also extremely, what's the word? Flippant, loose with money and with sex. And they don't respect themselves. Nymphomania is a symptom, but so is also hyper spending, just pissing money away on random crap and then deciding you're not interested in it anymore 5 minutes later. The reason I think is because they're desperately searching for a personality to call their own because they don't believe that they actually have one. And that's why these two have both become these trend-chasing little bitches. Anissa's the one with the BPD. iDubbbz is possibly brain damaged, but he was already letting her walk all over him before that. And I've seen it before as well. I've got a friend who has BPD. Although she's managing to hold down a relationship now, but not before she destroyed and sabotaged about half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
And she knew she was doing it too. She couldn't help it.
And she probably knows that. She probably got help for it, but it seems like
she studied it. She went and studied psychology and got a degree just to study it, just to be able to help other people. So she's one of the good ones. She's isolated what it is that's wrong with her and now how to deal with it and how to avoid it being triggered by various outside sources. Whereas Anissa is you try to tell her she's got BPD. No, I don't want to. It'll be hell, man. Anyway, Smegheads is back for another 2. Thank you. Says their only saving grace is they're both regarded. Someone watches more Pegasus.
Indeed.
He calls people regards instead of retard.
Indeed. YouTube is profiling me. It is sending me advertisements for Japanese dating sites.
YouTube is?
Yes.
That's bizarre. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for the $2, mate. Appreciate you. And John Grant for $20 says, I keep missing your live streams. Well, you hit us this time, buddy. Thank you very much.
By the way,
huh?
Oh, by the way, John Grant, if you keep missing the live stream, make sure the bell that you click on to get all notifications, just clicking the bell, you don't get all the notifications.
Yeah,
you
gotta give you some notifications.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be completely white with the lines, with the vibration lines on it. But even then, you might not get notifications, unfortunately, because some people just don't. YouTube just doesn't do it sometimes. So, but we're on the same times. Like, well, actually, we're an hour late today. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate it, and hope you can make it again. In the meantime, thank you for $20.
I got this new anime plot. Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious hunkers. A real set of badonkers. Packing some Doban hunkeros. Massive da hunka bankaloos. Big old Tanhangera cougars. What happens next? Transfer student shows up one day with even bigger bunk hanaga hoogs. Humongous hungalamga no logangas.
Yeah, thank you very much, indeed. All right, so I was going to play this one, but I'm not going to anymore because it's a bit long, and really all that happens is he's watching. Just look at what he's watching. Battle of the Country Western Bands.
And now I know who he looks like. It's Cletus the Slack George Yokel.
Yeah, he looks like Cletus the Slack George Yokel. Yeah, he's even got a gold tooth, except he looks black.
Canadian Cletus.
Canadian Cletus, yeah. Very good. Anyway, this is the moment where she tells him that the Iranian guy is on H3 right now. Like, he's having a good time, and then she's come over to tell him. You can't hear him. You have to listen very carefully. They're playing Gangnam Style, by the way. Now wait, he's going to pause it.
Which leads me to believe that there's botting happening.
Yeah, well, we had like
botting. She also tells him that his stream is being botted, which leads me to believe that there's botting happening. Okay, thanks, Detective Jama. Fucking leads me to believe. Okay, thanks, Eagle Eye. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ, who talks like that? These people are freaks. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, we'll save the quartering for last. We only have a short Hasan stint this week. Hasan, still an absolute piece of crap. And by the way, I couldn't find a clip of this, so this literally is more Pegasus's video. This is Hasan now pretending that he doesn't understand how shock collars work. So he's got his friend here, whoever this.
Will?
You're right there, Will.
Yeah, Will froze up a little bit. It looks like.
Oh fuck! What happened? Hello?
You froze up. You froze up.
Disappeared for a second. Are you there?
Yeah.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck. Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh no. Where have I
Oh
gone?
no. Oh no. He's in another realm.
I'm back.
All right. Yeah. You kind of bought it. Yeah. You got it.
The VPN stop. That's annoying. All right. Well, anyway, so More Pegasus had this on his video, and I couldn't find another source for it, so I'm just literally after I stream every night, I listen to whatever More Pegasus put out. It's become a bit of a ritual. After the stream, that's what I do. I go get some food and I listen to More Pegasus, and then I go to bed. So I'm always aware of what the fuck's going on with Hasan and iDubbbz. And then I'm probably listening to Kino as well while I'm while I'm going to sleep. So there's that. But so what he's going to do here is he's going to get two shock collars, and he's going to put one on himself and one on his friend, and they're going to shock each other. Right?
Wait, this actually happened?
Yes, this actually happened. You will get to see Hasan get shocked with a shock collar in this clip.
About time.
I suppose that's worth it. But not before. But not before he fumbles around with the shock collar for like a minute, going, so what part does what here, and your collar does this, and your collar, and it's like it's blatantly the same collar that he was using to shock his dog.
Right.
So we're just gonna watch. Go on, John.
Well, I was going to say they've already gone over the shock collar once before, back when he had the dog trainer
tape on it. Yeah,
and that as well. But yeah, like what a fucking maroon.
Yeah. All right. So anyway,
multiple times we caught you in 2026. So then Hasan does what Hasan does best, and he shock collars his friend.
I love this guy. This channel's so good.
This is a shock collar. It's not a vibrate collar. But are we vibrating each other or are we shocking each other?
Shock, but low, shock low.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah! Oh my god.
Wait, are you sure you?
No, I didn't do yours yet.
Oh, you didn't?
You want to do the same time?
Yeah. Okay, fuck it.
Okay,
You do
same
it.
time
You do it
moving
now.
forward.
You do it now. You do it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, bro, that's gnarly.
Yeah!
What the?
Oh, okay.
But if I skipped the bit where they were fucking around with them at the start. There's a clip there.
Wait, how do you change the level? Mine is.
You gotta click it in, and then
lowest level.
No, put it all the way high.
Yeah,
So
do
that's
it
16
just
for
like
the
you do
vibrate.
for
Oh, yeah,
Kaya.
that was
you know?
vibrate. See how,
Okay.
you see how it's at that yellow icon? That means
Uh-huh.
Turn it up to 11.
Oh yeah, that was okay.
Okay.
Look at this son of a bitch pretending like he doesn't know exactly how it works. We saw clips of him using shock collars for like years.
Yeah,
he has a long history of using shock collars. He's such a liar. This is the thing that makes me really despise him so much, is the level of sociopathy that makes him able to just sit on a live stream and completely pretend to be experiencing something for the first time that he clearly has rehearsed and he clearly knows already the answer, and yet he'll just sit there and be like, I don't know, I gotta think now. So disingenuous.
To be fair, I think that it is possible that Hasan just kind of goes off of whatever he's feeling in the moment. I don't think that he retains much actual information.
So you think he's insane then, basically?
Yeah, effectively, yes.
Wait, I didn't.
Let's see it one more.
Okay, same time moving forward. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, bro, that's gnarly. Oh,
That's it for Hasan this week. That's it for Hasan this week, because we have to do the quartering, and the quartering is going to take fucking ages. So the quartering then. Right. Are you familiar with the meltdown of the quartering that's been going on for the last 6 months or so?
Wait, the fact that he's doesn't have money? That's what I've been hearing.
All right, so quartering is both rich and poor, and is able to buy 6-figure RC car tracks, and yet also needs to beg. In fact, actually, at this point, quartering has struck the big mistake quartering's made is that he structures his entire channel around ad revenue, pumping out 5 videos a day. Which, by the way, is don't do that ever. Even if you're successful, don't do that. You are literally throwing content into the algorithm that no one will ever see, because they're too busy watching your other stuff, and the algorithm will never push 5 videos the same equally. No way. It will push 1, maybe 2 of them, and that's it. And the rest will just go disappear and drag down your average, thus causing you to lose viewers and have dead subscriptions instead of actually engaging people. This is why I've cut down my content as well. And I've also just realized that the model of reading articles is dead. Like it's just low impact stuff that no one cares about anymore. You've got to put more effort in if you want to succeed on YouTube these days. And fair enough, because I'd rather have been doing that kind of content in the first place. It's much more in line with what I've got as an experience. So that's why I've switched up. Anyway, that's just me. I'm not relevant to this at all, actually. But what he's basically done here is he's been complaining about the analytics for about 6 months. And in that time, he's also pretty much become known for being a complete pervert with a failing live stream that makes no money whatsoever while he's paying $500 each to Hannah Claire Brimlow and Melanie Mack to keep women around him, where he then just sits on the stream and criticizes them for 2 hours while getting drunk and making inappropriate jokes and telling them stories about shitting himself in Walmart and stuff like that. I swear, Kino's right. He's got a complex. He's got like a fetish for like torturing and controlling women. I swear to you. Anyway, that beside the point. He's not making any money. His channel is losing like views. It's dying. It's a dying channel because he's refused to adapt. He doesn't stream, and when he did start streaming, he only started streaming on Rumble. He started telling everybody on his YouTube channel, "Don't watch this. Go watch it on Rumble," because he had a contract on Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the end of this is the most recent thing. This actually happened, I found out 2 weeks ago. But nobody knew about it until Kino Casino covered it. That's how irrelevant the quartering has become. And on one of his live streams, he started criticizing the progress of both Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic.
Yeah, that's probably not a wise idea.
So, I mean, you know that the fandom menace used to be a thing, right? Before everybody fell out, like EVS fell out with some of them, and he fell out with everybody, actually. And then you know, these groups will just drop you on your ass. They will drop you if you fucking do something like this to them. But somebody told Jeremy Geeks and Gamers while quartering had done it, and that Kino was live covering it, and so he went to react to them, and it's really funny watching Jeremy Geeks and Gamers tee off on Jeremy the quartering, because he's going to say basically everything I said except in a much more direct way. But you don't do this. First of all, before we go any further, Smeckheads for $2 says Absolute Cinema, the legendary series. Indeed. That's right. That's right. That's more Pegasus's like catchphrase. He calls it the legendary series. I don't know why. It's pretty legendary though. Anyway, we'll watch a bit of this, but this is a half-hour video, so we can't watch it all, obviously.
No, really quick.
Just skip
Hail
around.
Kino Casino.
Per year, Nerdrotic has gained 50,000.
All right. Okay. I paused it already. I know. I'm sorry. I should be on EFAP. You don't do this. All right. There are things you just don't do as a YouTuber, right? These are things that if you do these kinds of things, people will turn on you like that, right? One of the things you don't do, insult your audience. You never insult your audience. Don't do it. This is suicide. Don't do that. Number two, don't insult your peers. Don't turn on your peers. Don't sit around talking shit about the people that you are associated with, because everyone's associated with somebody on here, right? Don't talk smack. It's like me turning around and shitting on Smash JT or Atreus or someone like that. And, I mean, yeah, we all poke fun at each other, roast each other a little bit and stuff. Like Leon gets a lot of that, but that's different because I sincerely appreciate and respect his work. You know, I can rip on my friends if it's just a roast. You know? Yeah. What you don't do is pull up their analytics and start auditing their fucking channel on your live stream out of nothing but rage and jealousy at your own failure by comparison. And then
look at his face in that shot as well.
He looks angry.
Yeah. The other thing about quartering, I can't figure it out. He's always got his fingers on his pulse. He's always got his fingers on his neck. It's weird. I don't get it. It's bizarre. John Grant says he quit the quartering a long time ago. E-beggar. Yeah. See, this is the thing. There's a line, you know, because I'll say like, hey, let's get some subs, let's get some memberships. Can I get a super chat from time to time? You know, and I don't really like doing it, to be honest. I much prefer it when.
But you have to remind people. That's why you have to keep doing it, because I feel like people forget sometimes. That's why you have the goal and stuff.
Sure,
but
I have a goal. I'd like to be paid a little for my effort. Sure, I have a goal. I'd like to hit it. We're halfway there now. Thank you very much, everybody. What you don't do is what quartering does, which is just bitch and moan at your audience about them not paying you, or go full dark side Phil and start holding content hostage until someone donates to you, because this is the path to lolcow. You do not do this. That's e-begging. It's a fine line though, and sometimes you sort of wonder. Even I'm sort of wondered, like, am I going on about this too much? I should shut the fuck up and just do a show, you know. And quartering's never learned that lesson. In fact, if you watch a documentary that came out about him a couple of weeks ago now from Mikey No More, it's called Rich Grifter, Poor Grifter. It's back to the last 18 years of Jeremy on YouTube, where he's been consistently setting up channel after channel after channel, and then each one crashes. He just begs and begs and begs and begs and begs until eventually the quartering took off. And it only took off because a Magic the Gathering channel that he was running called The Quartering became embroiled in some culture war bullshit. So he started making that content. And it was because he was relentlessly attacking people in the MTG community, which had gone woke, sure, but he was unprovokedly attacking them. So in essence, the more you watch The Quartering, the more you realize that there's a reason we all get called grifters and chuds, and it's him. It's him. He's the actual grifter, the one who became really big by talking about things he doesn't really care about.
Right.
And I've heard he bought a huge house. He can't even afford it. He has a huge fish tank that he doesn't even know how to use.
Yeah. He has a $30,000 fish tank. Yeah. Saltwater fish.
Yeah, and then he collects these watches that are so expensive as well. And it's just like, he doesn't know how to manage his money. He just spends it on things.
Yeah. He's also, like, you can tell as well, because he has no interests in anything that aren't childish. Like Magic the Gathering and fucking like trading cards and RC collectible cars, and he just he wants to. He's unfortunately needs the appearance more than the actual like merit. It's like I've said before, if I was getting about roughly double what I earn a month, I would be building a house right now and probably putting a down payment in to upgrade our car.
Right.
Important.
That's what I would be doing. And because that's what needs to happen. Like I even said yesterday, just by virtue of the fact this is not me virtue signaling at all. I really am not. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I don't look at like games and go, I've got to have that. I've got to have that game. Once, maybe a year, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play that one. But that's it. And usually someone ends up gifting it to me anyway on Steam. So when it came to Christmas this year, my wife was like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, I don't know. I literally don't know. Some t-shirts, socks would be nice. That, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually asking for socks for Christmas.
Things you need.
We are at the age where we actually do want socks as presents.
Yeah, they're actually helpful.
Like something that we'll actually use.
Like I was asked what I wanted for my birthday. I was asked what I wanted for my birthday, and I said like 4 pairs of leggings and like 3 tank tops because I'm losing weight, and so I needed that because all my clothes are getting big on me.
Exactly. So I feel like the same way, where we just I'm just like, I don't want anything. So when my wife said, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, for you lot to have a great day, you know. That's it, you know, whatever it is. So she's like if someone was to offer me a Christmas present, I'd be like, just give me the cash, please. You know, I can take care of the family with that, you know.
Yeah. Of course, you know, the thing with quartering is you know, he's become disingenuous through this whole procession of events.
I feel like he once cared, but he hasn't.
Yeah, but now the content that he's putting out is not even for the sake of anything that he actually legitimately gives a shit about. He's just meeting advertising demands. And so it's not, he's not even making this stuff for an audience. He's not making it for himself. He's just making it to meet a quota so that he can get a paycheck from, people that still have contracts with him. I can't imagine how long he's going to be able to manage to hold on to that.
Well, actually, this is really why this clip is funny, because everybody knows that Geeks and Gamers Jeremy is capable of being extremely savage, ratchet even, but he never does anything against his friends. He'll never turn on anyone and have a go at them. But in this clip, he's going to have a fucking epic go at the quartering and basically list every mistake he's ever made.
I thought, or they, because I'm not very familiar with these.
Friendly.
They're
friendly.
Yeah.
Quartering's been on Friday Night Tights a few times, sometimes as guest, sometimes just as an extra guest when he's available, but not they're loosely connected, allied, but not like friendly, I'd say, I mean, friendly but not friends is probably better.
Sure.
But anyway, uafomega is here for $2. Thank you, sir. Says, I want to know why Bald Pool fired Hannah. Oh, yeah. The girl who's on Quartering's stream, Hannah Claire Brimlow, she used to be on Tim Pool, which everyone thinks is why Quartering snapped her up when she was let go, because he wants to be Tim Pool badly. And never will.
And she's a girl, so I guess for him, he feels like that helps out to have an attractive woman on his.
Oh yeah, she's an attractive woman, but but she was pregnant when she started, and she didn't tell him. And so he complains nonstop, like endlessly, about the fact that she has a baby. It's really cringe. Plus, she's like married or in a relationship with the dad or whatever. So, and she had to bring the baby.
He wanted to hit that. That's what it was. He wanted to hit that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the most recent controversy is the fact that he's blatantly trying to fuck Melanie Mack, while, by the way, being married. And even Melanie Mack, there was a scandal where, when they were away at Amfest, in what was the biggest waste of time and money they've ever done, because they literally ended up sitting in the corner in an irrelevant area of the convention talking to nobodies. They planned to go to a football match or to a football game, watch it in a bar or something, but the plan was just for Jeremy and Melanie Mack to go, and then you could see Melanie Mack turn to the left and go, "Help me," to Hannah Claire. So Hannah Claire suddenly said, "Oh, what? I'm not invited," and then they all had to go. On a couple of occasions, it's been made really, really clear that Jeremy was doing all of this to try. Kino Casino covered the whole thing. They even had a woman who called in to Kino Casino because she was in the restaurant when Jeremy walked in with the two of them. And she recognized him, and she thought he'd brought a couple of prostitutes with him. She thought he was a trucker with a couple of prostitutes, and I'm like, a couple? Hannah Claire's really conservative, but yeah, she corrected herself quickly. She just thought Melanie Mack was a prostitute. But there you go. There's some million stories I could tell you about the downfall of the Quartering, like so many, like months and months and months of them. But we do need to get back to the actual topic, which is you don't sit auditing your fucking friends, your colleagues, your peers, on YouTube, on a live stream. You just don't do this. It's really skeezy. Like that would be like if I suddenly just went to like your analytics, Toasty, and just brought them up, Social Blade, and started going through your views and going, well, that's not good. That's not as good as it used to be.
I would have been like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing, Will? It's none of your fucking business. Why are you airing my dirty laundry? Like, yeah, I'd feel like that if someone did that with my shit. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, I know my channel's a state. Why are you airing it out to people? And plus, it's even stupider because these two guys, Nerdroik and Geeks and Gamers, are fucking killing it. They're making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Yeah. It's insane. Like, and the reason they're making that money, by the way, is because they pivoted. They launched other platforms. That Geeks and Gamers has 10 channels. It's got locals. They're on every platform. And also, he does politics on D-Day Cobra and became like the 8th highest earning YouTube channel in America in 2025 in terms of just super chats and memberships, which is how people make their money, by the way. Everyone, no one on YouTube makes money from ad revenue anymore. It's impossible. You have to stream. You have to stream and you have to ask for donos or you're fucked. You might as well give it up, you know? Anyway, last super chat we've got for the moment. Thank you for demonstrating my point. Smegheads for another $5. You're a very generous man. I appreciate you.
My goodness.
Says, let's be honest. He reads articles with zero charisma and mumbles instead of talking. Fucking AI would do a better job than Ham Planet. Indeed, Ham Planet is one of the many nicknames he's picked up. Jeremy Hambly, the quarter pounder, Ham Planet. Yeah, indeed. Very good. Thank you very much, man. And also appreciate you for the $5.
Thank you for $5.
When we were doing Hyperdrive last night, I did several impressions of the quartering. Up everybody, it's Jeremy here from the quartering, and we're going to talk about this article. It's going on right now. It's really interesting, and yeah, it turns out that Ubisoft has canceled the game, and yeah, well, I probably wasn't going to play it, but it's not a good look for them, is it? And also, by the way, Marvel is woke. Marvel's woke. Yeah. I mean, who wants to give money to that? You know, wow, you're so entertaining. You know, that is the definition of boring, right?
Yeah, like
it's just on the impression.
I go through shit all the time, especially now. And then what I do is I'll take it out before the show. My frustration, you know, I cuss out. John knows this. He has to sit there and listen to me because if nobody listens to me, I'll go insane. And then when the show starts, then I put a smile on my face and I act like everything is fine. And I try to be as energetic as I possibly can.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, to an extent, we kind of do that too. We don't bitch and moan and like complain. Sometimes we do, but not very often. Most of the time, it's just like, oh, this shit's going on. This shit's going on. This shit's going on. All right, everybody, slap yourself in the face. It's time for the show. Let's go, you know. That's if I make it there before like 2 minutes before we go live. Very often I'm showing up at the last minute these days. I'm getting annoyed with it actually, but it is what it is, unfortunately. James,
I quite often end up from work.
Sorry, I was just shouting out James, who's still in the chat, but he's waiting in a doctor's office. Yeah, it's boring, mate. Hope it's going okay for you though. What were you saying, Rhoda?
You were saying about like getting here like 2 minutes before. Like sometimes when I'm coming straight here from work, I literally turn up during the intro titles.
You do, yeah. You rock up while the credits are rolling. That's happened a few times. John Grant says you don't actively con us, Will. Oh, I see. Right. No, I don't do that. No. I'm pretty upfront with what I am and what I'm about and what I want. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. And we are actually at like 60% towards the goal at the moment. If we can get there, that would be glorious. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to the quartering auditing his friends then and let Jeremy tee off on him.
Subscribers.
Subs mean nothing.
Yeah, so they don't mean anything.
Anything. Like literally. Subs mean absolutely nothing on YouTube anymore.
It's true.
Mean nothing. Okay.
Really. It's like, by the way, it's not proof that he's not buying them like you are, Jerry, you fucking idiot.
They claim that quartering is buying subs, which you should definitely never do, by the way, ever, because those subs will never engage with your content, and that will lower the percentage of your viewers that actually do engage with your content. Thus, the algorithm will take you less seriously. So don't buy subscribers. Stupid idea. Anyway, let's listen.
And they don't, because they've invested into other areas where
well, it's not like an insult, but it's like okay, well, you don't have. I'm not going to name any names. Nerdrotic, here's your like 6 hours, 240K.
What it is it's a crab in a bucket. He's like, well, I'm failing, so now everyone else has to fail, and I have to say that everyone else is failing because I can't cope with my failure, and I have to say it's everybody online has the same problem. When they don't.
Yeah, this is the thing that he's doing now. The grand thesis of all that the quartering is trying to do at the moment is to tell everybody that the culture war is dead. The grift's over, guys. The culture war's dead. No one cares anymore.
And
no one's interested. No one's watching anyone.
And right now, if you use this link, you can save 20% off my coffee brand coffee.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot to add the coffee brand coffee. Yeah. Please, guys, buy coffee brand coffee. It's definitely not drop shipped. It's definitely not white label shite. There we go.
Because they've invested into other areas.
This is the thing. Yes, the Geeks and Gamers has become a mostly streaming channels, mostly a collection of streaming channels. Nerdrotic is mostly a streamer. He only releases like one video a week. And Jeremy stopped making videos for Geeks and Gamers years ago, really. It just pops back in for a few videos every time there's a topic he wants to talk about, and then buggers back off to D-Day Cobra and lets the rest of them run it. It's a pretty well-oiled machine at this point, and it is raking in the cash. They're making like $500,000 a year easy minimum. Fine.
Yeah. Where they're bringing in revenue.
This entire year. Last year again, you know.
By the way, that's not me auditing the channel. That's my ad hoc guess based on what I do know. I'm not about to open their fucking social blade and start calculating.
Way more. Oh, if we look at views, look at this.
Okay.
Go back to
It's still good though. That's what
it's still
the fact that he's bringing Gary's analytics into this, and then he brings my analytics into this is crazy. First of all, Gary and Critical Drinker are basically the two biggest movie reviewers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes, you got Jeremy Johns in there too, and I love Jeremy Johns.
That's actually true, you know. That's not him just sort of simping for his pals. Like, they are the biggest. They are the biggest movie reviewers on YouTube. Like, all the old guard have basically become irrelevant now. Movie Bob, is there anyone even watching that guy? He's basically a Nazi. Jeremy Johns still does okay. Chris Stuckman has made a fool of himself by failing.
I used to watch him like years ago.
Really?
I don't know what the fuck happened to that guy.
He totally fell off, became a borderline leftist, tried to make a film and failed miserably. He also got humiliated when he wrote some rewrites to the plot of Batman v Superman. And his dialogue was so cringe, like anyone who read it would just burst into hysterical laughter. You had lines like, "Tell that to Zod Snap's neck." Holy shit. Wow. Buddy.
Woo!
Yeah. Some people can criticize, but not all of them can create. But anyway, carrying on.
But like Gary and Drinker are the two top dogs in the entire movie review world. They are the guys. Gary gets between 5,000 and 8,000 live stream viewers on his solo live streams. Friday Night Tights is the biggest live stream in the entire entertainment sphere, and all of his
even like no one in the mainstream is doing anywhere near what FNT gets.
Right.
I barely even watch FNT anymore. I don't have time. Plus, it's on like at 6 o'clock in the morning for me. So, it's rare that I'm. Well, not anymore. I suppose I could watch it now actually because I'm up basically all night every day now. But no, I think it's 10. Something like 10,000 people watch FNT live, which is less than it used to be, but it's still a behemoth,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just on YouTube, I think, as well. Anyway,
his videos do minimum 500,000 views.
Really, really good. Most people wind up hating
Oh, that's the bit where they discovered that was YouTube.
Asking 100K watching.
I think so.
It is here. People are unplugging altogether, and
no, they're not. Do you guys feel like people are unplugging altogether?
No.
I mean, we've got 27 people watching right now, which in a time when there's no Doctor Who is pretty much average for us.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. We're only a small thing. We have a very dedicated small audience, and I appreciate them all. And that's great.
We get about 15, maybe less, maybe more on
we
panel
bounce
shows on
between
my channel.
20 and 40 is basically where we operate on this show, and that's fine, and that hasn't changed. And it's been a year and a half, nearly 2 years since the show began. So there you go. And everyone else is growing. The channels are still growing. Nerdrotic is at what, 1.2 million now? Now that's a lot slower than the march to 1 million, but that's 1.2 million. It was 1 million last year.
Right.
So he's gained 200,000 subs this year. So that's not slow at all. Actually, you know, everyone's growing. Hypno's growing. Smash is growing. Atreus is growing. Leon's growing. Toasty's growing. Everyone's growing except me because I don't put out enough content.
I think the people that are sub to my channel are more interested in what I have to put in my posts, like my community posts and stuff. Like I take pictures and I post there and stuff versus like my actual live stream and stuff. So I'm listen, I'm fine with that, you know, because I made Rumble my primary after what happened to me on YouTube. So
yeah, you had no choice. Yeah.
So
yeah. Anyway, let's carry on.
And like the culture war shit just isn't popular anymore.
That is
complete bullshit.
Such bullshit.
I did it last night. I just realized I did it again. I predicted what I said it, and then he said it. Yeah.
That is such bullshit what Jeremy is saying right here. If his whole angle is trying to justify why his channel is not getting the views it used to, you know why, Quartering? It's because you turned your fucking channel into a goddamn advertisement for Rumble. Somebody cares about Rumble. You spent 50% of every fucking video telling everybody that was watching to stop watching me on YouTube and go over to fucking Rumble because you had a fucking contract with Rumble. And then the other time that you weren't talking about Rumble, you were talking about your retarded sponsor for that video. Because when you are controlled by sponsors, what you have to do is you have to invent topics to talk about so you can make a fucking video so you can get paid by the retarded sponsor. That's what happened to your fucking channel.
And that's a grift.
Yep.
Yeah. There's that. It's true. And that's I feel like he's probably been quietly watching this for a while now. Like Jeremy Geeks and Gamers and not saying anything out of politeness, but now that's like shots fired. It's like, all right, here comes the fucking big red button. Your channel's a disgrace. You know?
But it is.
Like, can you even remember? Like
the culture war is at a massive frenzy point. Like there's a lot of people making a lot of money off of it. Like just off the top of my head, like MagesGuild's existence just disproves Jeremy's entire narrative.
100%.
But you actually have to be able to present this stuff.
Anyway, that's more or less what it's about. We can try and find a bit more of it just randomly.
That bullshit, not count
just to see where he's talking and not where they're talking.
Is tracking 3 out of don't make them.
I think they've got the only fucking footage of this now because I couldn't find it without Kino on it. So
so
fucking. I got no beef from the quarter. They're fucking getting.
Where's the bit where he's actually talking? It's hard to find.
Don't know.
There's a lot.
199,
and this is
yeah. The culture war's dying, guys. Jeremy's making like $5,000 a stream.
A Monday night
content followers on.
Not even a pink.
Look at July last year. 4.6 million, 3.2 million. 2.2 million, 3.7 million.
He makes more money than you now, buddy.
It's all right. That's enough. So, in other words, the quartering is sorry, R2. You were reacting to us reacting to Jeremy reacting to Kino reacting to quartering.
Internet.
Yeah, we've missed a trick there. We should have been reacting to you last night.
Oh yeah, we should have watched me react. Yes, we should have watched me react to Jeremy react to Kino react to quartering. Yeah,
make a fifth dimension.
That would have been us reacting to me, reacting to Jeremy, reacting to Kino, reacting to quartering. That would have been the next level. Yeah. Then one of you guys could watch this. And fuck. Anyway, guys. So in short,
episodes of the shite, guys. We're gonna do that. I'm not even gonna ask everyone. We're gonna do that.
Do it. All right. So in the long and the short of it, the quartering has decided that the culture war is dead because his channel is failing. He's also decided that Geeks and Gamers is failing because he's failing. They're not. He's also decided that Nerdrotic is failing because he's failing. He's not. And every one of us is all felted as well because the culture war's over and we lost.
Well, clearly, the problem's not with me. Has to be the
No,
children.
can't possibly be that his business model was unsustainable from the start and it's completely blown up in his face. And now that the money has dried up and the interest has died for him and his lazy, boring bullshit slop content, he has nothing to fall back on because he's pissed all his savings away on Rolex watches, RC tracks, and a plane for his wife.
Right.
Where apparently, according to Kino lore, she's getting plowed by the Skyball, the pilot who teaches her how to fly it. Who apparently is big and black, but that's beside the point. Anyway, there you go. That's the quartering. It's now up to you guys. And I know it's been a long segment, but I kind of realized that Wanker of the Week it needs to be the centerpiece of the Thursday show because it is the potential's limitless for it. So I'm leaning on it more and more than actual topics these days. It's more fun too. Plus, if we're just sort of bitching and moaning about people and doing a bit more drama stuff, then that's accessible to more people to talk about. You don't have to be a massive technophile to understand everything about it. So that's helpful too. I am going to make the poll then, guys. We have got 4 people that we have examined. We've got fucking Don Lemon, who is Wanker of the Week. We've got Don Lemon, federal criminal. We've got iDubbbz or Idiot, and his wife. I'll just put iDubbbz and Anissa because everyone knows. What we got? Reject or stand for Israel. For Iran, rather. Yeah. Then we've got, of course, Hasan shocking himself, but pretending not to know how to operate a shock collar. Doesn't understand.
Shock Piker Chew Face.
Yeah, okay, I'll put that. Shock Piker Chew Face. There we go. Yeah, that they do. That's really funny. And last but not least, the Quarter Ham Planet, the Quarter Pounder, going out of business. All right, there we go. We are going to open the poll. You guys should vote. Please vote for who you believe is the biggest wanker this week. And when we have got 4 different numbers, I will stop.
This is so hard. I can't choose. I hate them all.
Yeah, they're all shitheads this week, right? It's getting better and better, this segment. It's not even a segment anymore. It's like the lion's share of the fucking show. Should probably do topics before Wanker of the Week at this point and just make it the main event. I think that would actually be a better way to structure the show because Wanker of the Week has just been slowly but surely engulfing and absorbing.
It's a rush news of sorts.
Yeah, it's rush drama. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's like Rush News. Yeah, Rush News was a fucking joke. Yeah. Where is T-Gap Steve, by the way? I haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's doing all right.
Indeed.
He's been in Discord.
Has he? Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, I saw him in Discord the other day. Just haven't seen him in the streams. Oh well, that's fair though. And what's that? We've got Crappy Brand Crappy. She's a pilot already since years. Well, oh okay. Well, I was just going with the lore from Kino and regurgitating that. But I did say that it was their lore. I didn't say it was facts. I'm just laughing about it. Sky Roan, yeah, you can spot a fellow Kino watcher there, yeah. That's a lot of strong contestants with Brunch Princess. Indeed. And James OP says, I can make AI Will reacting to Will. Reacting to blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
That would be funny. That would be really funny. I'd watch that. I'd react to that. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. And thank you, guys. I think we caught up with the super chats already. I shouldn't have done that because now I haven't got anything to do while I'm waiting for the votes to come in. All right, we've got a minute.
I can say who I voted for, but obviously that's obvious.
Who did you vote for?
iDubbbz because of my friend from Iran thing.
Right. Me too.
Cool. I obviously can't vote unless I were to sign in on a different account, but I'm not going to do that. I like to stay impartial. We've got 16 votes right now. Quartering is winning, and Hasan is lost.
That's crazy.
Yeah, He actually did do a lot more wanky stuff than just that, but that was the funniest thing, and I wanted to show it, even though. Plus, I don't want Hasan to constantly be running ahead with double the points of everyone else. And right now, he has got 3 times the points of anyone else.
In the way he's winning.
Yeah.
And you don't want him to win.
You know, I mean, have you ever heard the joke? I can't say it because to say it, you have to say the word that rhymes with hunt. But basically, if I say dick instead, and you just listen to it and hear the C-bomb instead, the joke basically is some guy turns to his mate and he calls him a he goes, mate, you are a dick. He goes, you're such a dick. If there was a competition for being a dick, you would come second. He's like, why second? He goes, because you're a dick. So too much to win. Too much of a dick to even win. That's how I feel about Hasan. He's such an absolute wanker. I don't even want him to win Wanker of the Week.
Right.
Indeed.
There we go. Anyway. All right. Well, that's been a minute. We got the 3 minutes now. Okay. I'll play the outro and we will have the winner. Let's go.
This is a segment to celebrate all the people that we wish would disintegrate. Celebrities, politicians, lawyers, bankers, all of these people are total wankers. Insufferable, intolerable, nauseating, excruciating wanker of the week.
So jaunty. Yeah. All right. That's it. Ending the poll. And we have got a surprising winner, actually, because Quartering was winning for a while there. In 4th place, and this will probably be one of the only times I ever get to say this, with 1 point, HasanPiker.
Wow.
I know. In 3rd place, gaining 2 points, iDubbbz and his bitch wife. And in 2nd place, it's the new seed, the newest addition to the roster, the Quartering, with 3 points and 37% of the vote. Quartering, you are 2nd place, buddy. Which means that, and I got to give him his points. Hang on, that's 3. Which means that the winner and getting 5 points, also debuting this week, is Don fucking Lemon, the federal criminal. Congratulations, Don Lemon. You are Wanker of the Week. Beautiful. Just what you want. Anyway, there we go. Did it actually play? I don't know. Oh, what's going on? The fucking clip's not playing. Okay, great.
The clips are playing, yes.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
But now we can't hear you.
No, you're not. You're being a mime artist.
God damn StreamYard.
Oh, you're back now.
I think you're good now. I think it's
gone again.
Nope. God, fucking the duck.
God damn StreamYard.
There you are. There you are.
Fucking place. I'm out of here, man. Okay, so as it stands right now, in 1st place with 11 points, HasanPiker. In 2nd place with hang on, no, that's not right at all. Hold on. I need to reorder this. Yeah. In 2nd place with 5 points is Don Lemon. Yeah, there you go. 3rd place currently tied between 4 people: Roger Waters, Mark Ruffalo, iDubbbz, and Quartering. After them is Jimmy Kimmel and the Jones brothers of Team Kill Media with 2 points, followed by Rosie O'Donnell and Rosie Jones. There you go. And other people in the list include Alyssa Mercante, Gavin Newsom, RTU, Destiny, Piers Morgan, Angela Rayner, Simu Liu, Amanda Seyfried, Casey Tron, Emma Watson, Leslie Jones, Dan Clancy, and Sabrina Carpenter, who all have 0. But that's mostly because they haven't done anything. And I doubt we'll be hearing much from the first name I mentioned, given that she's now having to write politically unbiased milquetoast takes for a publication that no one reads. So there we go. Anyway, that's that. We can move on. We've got some other stuff to talk about, which of course principally is about Ubisoft. But you know what? Before we get to that, I just want to acknowledge that Starfleet Academy is making more news than any Star Trek thing has done in years.
If only it
Like,
were
literally.
something good.
So Breitbart has actually written an article about it, which is not appearing on the screen. Now it has. Thank you, StreamYard. Wake up, StreamYard! Fuck's sake. Useless git. Anyway, Starfleet Academy might be the biggest bomb in Hollywood history, according to Nolte. Nolte writes very good copy for Breitbart. His takes are scathing. Says, people aren't even hate watching this woke tardery.
Okay, I like this guy already.
Yeah. He also called Disney a criminal syndicate. So take a moment to understand just how big of a flop this is. For 60 years, Star Trek has been one of the most beloved and most famous brands in popular culture. This heavily promoted premiere episode was made available for free on YouTube, the world's most popular and accessible video platform, and still only had 176,000 views over 5 full days, including a 3-day weekend. Brinker published his epic critique of Starfleet Academy on YouTube 20 hours ago, and it's already earned 850,000 views. As of the time that he wrote this, the dislike ratio on Starfleet Academy's first episode was 22,000 to 7,000. But actually, you know what? I want to check in on that because
yeah, it's definitely probably shifted since.
Because we've been covering that too, and that was a couple of days ago. Yeah, give me a second and I'll get it up and see what I can do with it. By the way, oops, that sounded.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
Anyway,
this is sounding really gay.
Starfleet Academy. I need the matron that I put in one of my videos recently, so I can have that as a reaction clip. Starfleet Academy Season 1, Episode 1, Kids These Days. Fucking awful piece of shit. Currently 7.7 thousand likes to 26,000 dislikes. Wow. 204,000 views. Basically, everyone just went for the comment section. That's all. Made it through 15 minutes of the show, and my only thoughts were, don't they have Ozempic in the 32nd century? Why does the bridge look like a gentleman's club? I hope Paul Giamatti kills them all. Watching Holly Hunter's starship captain sit in the captain's chair and bring her knees up to her chest in the captain's chair to snuggle in and read a book was it for me. One look at this group of fat, smug, childish, unprofessional weirdos, and the Borg would say, we're not assimilating these assholes. It would be like assimilating cancer. Maybe this is Paramount's retirement gift to Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. See, Star Wars fans, she's not so bad. But let's look at those numbers again. 176,000 views over 5 days. If those were movie tickets sold, Starfleet Academy would have grossed about 2.5 million over 5 days. Ooh, that's it. And keep in mind that my comparison is flawed because no way would all the 176,000 who viewed this episode for free have paid $12 to see it in a theater. So when I say this might be the biggest bomb in Hollywood history, that's what I mean. Sure, plenty of movies have grossed less than 2 million over 5 days, but we're talking about Star Trek here. Over 5 days, a brand new Star Trek show attracted less than half the number of people who tune into CNN. When the original Star Trek was cancelled for low ratings, between 6 and 7 million were tuning in. This is Doctor Who all over again, isn't it, buddy? That's 40 times as many viewers as Starfleet Academy, which has been available to everyone for free for 5 days to watch at their convenience. Just like Star Wars, Paramount has driven the fans to the most dangerous place for a franchise, indifference. We are not disappointed. We're not angry. We just don't care anymore. Whoa! Scathing.
Excellent article.
Yeah, beautiful.
Excellent.
Beautiful article, yeah. By the way, Barry Stroud is here for $2 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. I believe that is anyway. It says reaching rock bottom and continuing to dig. Yeah, probably head first too with their heads, no shovel, just boom, boom, boom. Absolutely, brain dead. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. And then we have Matt Walsh, of all people, is reacting to Starfleet Academy. Matt Walsh, I've been a fan of, but also sometimes has incredibly stupid takes when it comes to gaming, sci-fi, and anime. Refuses to accept them into the zeitgeist, even though they've been around for decades. But I am curious to see what he has to say, especially as this is a Geeks and Gamers article, and they don't particularly respect Matt Walsh. But I want to hear what he has to say. There's a quote: "Since the days of Frodo were battling Dr. Doom," he's been a Star Trek fan since the days of Frodo and Hermione were battling Dr. Doom on the Death Star. Ha 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 ha. That was just a hard sentence to read, but funny to someone who's not qualified to speak. Matt then took a more political view on the series, stating that Star Wars began as a progressive liberal show by the standards of the day, such as putting a black woman on the bridge of the Enterprise as a communications officer, blah, blah, blah. When the films came out, the law said there was no currency and everyone worked for free to improve mankind. In other words, a communist utopia. However, one could see there were other elements that were more inherently to the right of the political spectrum, i.e. everyone was physically fit, which you'd expect from a crew on a military vessel, with the leaders being portrayed as highly competent, decisive men who talked to each other like serious people who understood the gravity of their positions. Good point, and that's one of the things we're bitching about in the modern series, is the fact that it's just a bunch of fat dykes talking about spacey wacy woo and not really understanding anything that they've been told to say by the writers. Star Trek's beating heart was a professional 19th century naval crew in space. That is a very good take. Actually, that is extremely accurate. Anyway, what else did he say? As he touched on before in a previous, women cannot understand male IPs. Yeah, this isn't him. This is the guy writing the article, but I'm curious. That's okay because women should be pursuing their own interests, not oh no, is this something he said? No, injecting their own feelings and logic into shows not made for them. Oh yeah, what's that? Ladies, it wasn't made for you.
Indeed.
Anyway, did he say anything else? Not even Daniel Day-Lewis could deliver the line. Blah, 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 blah. What else did he say? Is that it? No, that's it. Anyway, there you go. So Matt Walsh weighed in. Couple of interesting takes there, particularly Nolte. If you don't know, you should absolutely be checking out Breitbart regularly for articles from John Nolte. He's a very, very funny man, and he doesn't give a fuck. And Matt Walsh there too, just weighing in. And he's actually right that the core of Star Trek is basically a naval crew of men who talk to each other about very serious things in very serious ways and then have their downtime in between. Whereas what we saw from this shit show was just basically unprofessionalism of the series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's ranks of prime in space in terms of audience just detachment. And
it is.
Yeah.
It really is. You're actually right. It is ranks of prime. In as much as you've got something to adapt and you've completely misunderstood the assignment. You've completely misunderstood the point.
To the point to where people don't even watch out of, being antagonistic.
No, they don't even hate watch it. Yeah. They don't watch out of brand loyalty, and they don't hate watch out of brand loyalty. Yeah. They just let it go. It's like Doctor Who, just like Star Wars. Sorry, go on.
I don't understand this direction. Like, I mean, the whole thing, like the broader topic that we're talking about, the entire cultural shift in general. It was just when they mentioned the older Star Treks. Not the oldest one, but if you talk about Next Gen and DS9 and Voyager, they all had shitloads of female characters. And they were all really good. I can't think of.
Yeah, they were hyper competent. Yeah, everyone in Star Trek was hyper competent. The point of it was that by the 23rd century, when it starts, we have evolved as a culture to the point where we no longer have bitter spats over land and capital, and we are able to. The existence of replicators is basically what it is. We have unlimited resources, so we have no reason to have wars. So humanity was basically free to, presumably cover the globe and cross migrate and cross breed and turn into a peaceful race where everyone understands each other and no one has to fight for territory or or possessions because we just have everything we need.
Yeah, like even in TOS, like Uhura wasn't there to represent black women. She was there to be a communications officer.
Sure, of course she was, but it was a progressive move to have a black woman featured in the main
on TV. But I'm talking about the story of the show.
Yeah, of course. No,
it wasn't my representation.
At no point is anyone going, "What do you think as a black woman, Uhura?"
Exactly.
And she's like, "Well, as a black woman, I think, Captain," and then talks in like ghettoese, you know. No,
Right.
it was
exactly what I'm saying.
Well, it's written with the sensibilities of the setting rather than trying to be
to turn the
a
setting
sermon.
into contemporary.
Right. Instead of trying to be a sermon about
Well, that's the
state
problem
of
now, isn't it? They try to drag fantasy worlds and futuristica into the present as much as they can. If Uhura was, even if they made the movie, the JJ movie now, when you had Zoe Saldana playing Uhura, again, she just talks like a normal person. She's not Jasmine Crocketing her way through the script, you know. She's not talking in this ratchet ass language that they would do. But if they made it now, yeah, it would. It would every 5 seconds. It would be. In fact, Kirk would just abdicate and just give the fucking captain's chair to Uhura by like the 3rd episode.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, it's this whole idea
She saves
of
the day every week. Go on.
They're trying to be so timely with their message, and unfortunately, you know, for your own long-term stability in terms of, you know, trying to make a product. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what you're supposed to be doing, not delivering sermons, because you know, sermons come and go every Sunday, and
indeed,
you know, and what you're trying to do is actually make a series that people will watch for years upon years, decades. Right, escapism. Yeah, like things that will actually.
Well, that's the enemy, isn't it?
Get me out.
There's a concerted effort to insert politics into everything so that you can't escape it.
Right. But that is the thing.
That's why everyone's crazy today. That's why everyone's nuts
these properties, they're not going to be timeless because you've made them so specifically timely that
exactly.
Even though
you can't have like a like it's the thing we just said. Putting Uhura in Star Trek TOS was a bold move because at the time, there weren't an awful lot of black women in positions of power or command in TV shows, right? That, by the way, is not the case anymore and wasn't the case 10 or 15 or 20 years ago either. So there was no need for all this bullshit. In fact, Star Trek TOS stands as a prime example of why we never needed any of this woke nonsense, right?
Indeed.
But again, like you say, Uhura is portrayed as someone who is of that age, of that era, of that culture, in that situation because she's earned it, right? Whereas, again, if they did it now, they would try to scale back the futuristica and make it more like now. That's why when you've seen Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, there was like swearing and flawed people in it. That's why the plot of this doesn't make any sense because they're allowing a fucking criminal onto the ship. Or into Starfleet Academy, which is nonsense. That would not happen. It started with JJ, though. Like most things that ultimately fall into wokeness, it starts with JJ Abrams.
But those movies were much better than the modern Trek TV series.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, they're blasphemy to most Trekkies, but they are watchable. The first one is watchable. The second one is irritating, and everyone after that is fucking cancer. I can't stand.
Well, there were only 3 of them.
Is that? Oh, I thought there were 4. So.
No, the 4th one got cancelled. But I actually thought the other way around on that. I didn't like the first one very much. I thought the second one and the third one were both much better than the first one.
Really? I couldn't stand the second one. I couldn't stand switching out the car. I couldn't stand the Khan scene. I didn't like Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, even though I like him as an actor. I didn't think he made sense as Khan.
That's fair.
I also didn't like that they swapped Spock's death so that Kirk died instead. Just the whole thing just pissed me off.
Well, I think that like the purpose behind that was that it was supposed to be a parallel universe, and it wasn't supposed to interfere with the lore of Star Trek.
Oh, I know, yeah. They were trying to do it just so they couldn't get accused of making a straight up remake. Yeah, I know. Plus, it takes place on Earth, so None of it makes sense. Wrath of Khan is infinitely better, let's just say, than Star Trek Into Darkness.
Well, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, that is a hot take, by the way, Rhoda, saying that Into Darkness is better than the one from 2009. Just to let you know, you'll probably get a lot of pushback on that take from most people. I mean, I tend to go with what my friend Phil thinks. My mate Phil.
I think the thing that sticks in my head about 2009 is that stupid scene with Kirk's blown up hands and
oh Jesus!
There's nothing as cringe as that in Into Darkness.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that is pretty fucking bad.
By the way, why is there a Doctor Who picture up here?
What?
There's a David Tennant standing next to a sea devil.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought that was what you were talking about, but I needed to confirm it, yeah. Twink David Tennant and Fat Sea Devil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Smeghead says, "Con!" Yeah, I've always wanted someone to edit that and just put "t" at the end of it.
Right.
Right. R2's got a really good point there. They did get Spock fundamentally wrong.
Yeah, they did. They made it half human.
That's absolutely correct.
That is true. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with them. I can watch the first one because it's just a bit of an adventure romp for me. That's kind of all it is. The second one I felt like was just convoluted and kind of.
Now, I understand why you might be confused and think that was a picture of David Tennant and a sea devil, but I think what you actually see is a picture from the most recent lesbian gym coach convention.
Yeah, that's right.
They got the whistles and everything. Yeah.
They do look like a pair of lesbian gym coaches, don't they? Interspecies lesbian gym coaches. Because witches is too on the nose these days.
Right.
Anyway, Smegheads for 5 says Nerdrotic had a chair stream with a Spock figurine that peaked 3K viewers live compared to the Academy at a 1.3K. That's true. Yes, he did. While the original episode of Starfleet Academy was live on YouTube, it was it peaked at 1.3 thousand live viewers, which is unbelievably bad. But then in response, at the same time, parallel streaming, Nerdrotic put his Spock figure on his chair, turned on the camera and streamed, and very quickly passed 1.3. In the first few minutes, he got to 1.5, and then it peaked at about 3,000 viewers, maybe just over that.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because it means that literally an inanimate replica of Spock will get double the viewers of an actual brand new Star Trek.
To be fair, that plastic toy delivers lines far better than any of
True.
shows. So.
Yeah. And there was no cringe dialogue, so they couldn't ruin the character.
Right.
Well, there you go. Smegheads, thank you for $5. Appreciate you.
Thank you for $5.
Legend and Stephen Bromby is here for £5. That's some legitimate currency right there. Thank you very much.
Every single person of, that's intelligent, hardworking, ambitious, had dreams and goals, has abandoned England in the last 200 years.
He says, space, the final filtering. These are the voyages of the safe space. Who gives a fuck? It is indeed dead, Jim. Rip Star Trek.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Thank you for $5.
Feel like I got to start playing Amazing Grace on the bagpipes now, but we'll say. Anyway, thank you guys. You've been very generous today. We are at 72% of the goal. Getting closer. If we can get that last 28 before the end, we can have boobies. In fact, if we get 3 more fivers, we've got double boobies. So we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, then let's build up to the last crescendo. It's Ubisoft. I really am going to ask an AI to list for me every single thing that has happened to Ubisoft since January 2024, and I really am going to make maybe a documentary about it. But first, I'll make a normal video. just to do a test run, and then I might actually do like a fucking short documentary, like an hour video or something, just about Ubisoft, because holy fuck, what a disaster they've had. Starting with the release of Star Wars Outlaws. Sorry, I had a stroke.
Although, I mean, Ubisoft did accomplish something. I mean, they did tell us all to get used to not owning their games. So, you know,
Right.
I mean,
That's the line that I draw it from.
Yeah.
Because although they said that before, and I had a video about it back in 22, the really big, the one with, like, there's always like a precursor to the big announcement where someone actually finally notices that they're saying this shit. So that was in January 24. So from that point to now, because it was about 2 years ago. In fact, I think it was the end of January when they said it. So it was coming up to the end of January 24 when they said that. And we're at the end of January nearly now, 2026. In 2 years, they have released 3 major games, like tentpole releases in Skull and Bones, Star Wars Outlaws, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Did they release anything else in that time that I'm not thinking of? I don't think so. Suffer, Ubisoft, exactly. So, and the response to each was an utter unmitigated disaster. Millions, hundreds of millions, and millions of dollars lost. Bad PR everywhere, bad press everywhere. And just in the last year, since the release, did they release AC Mirage? Right. Okay. Yeah, that was a small one. Since AC Shadows came out, they have had to close almost all of their studios. I can't even keep track of how many they've got. They've fired hundreds and hundreds of people. They've closed just in the last 2 months, they've closed the studio in Halifax in Nova Scotia. They fired a load of people from Montreal. They closed something in, I think it was Sweden, and one in like the Middle East.
They closed Sweden.
Yeah. They closed a studio, I think in Sweden or somewhere like that. They also closed one either in the Middle East or somewhere. I can't keep up with it. I really can't remember it all. I'm gonna have to go back through my own content and find out. But then they've closed another couple of studios just recently, and now finally they had this one thing that oh, by the way, also they had to restructure the company, create a shell company, create Vantage Studios, pivot, move all of their major IP, that being Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six, into Vantage Studios to keep it safe from the financial woes of Ubisoft that very nearly went out of business, and then had to accept a 20% buyout from Tencent to form Vantage Studios. So now they're in league with Commie China. Since then, they haven't actually released anything, but they did have Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, one of the most beloved games Ubisoft has ever released. One of the most popular games they ever released, ever. Probably the single most popular Prince of Persia game, right? And also, let's not forget, Prince of Persia is one of the franchises that first put Ubisoft on the map in the 80s. So they were going to do a remake of their most popular game, and everybody and their mums was hyped for it, right? Well, no, I wouldn't say they were super duper hyped, but people were like, if you knew and you liked the original, you were quietly fucking looking forward to it, right? Well, it's been cancelled.
You may have been looking forward to it, and then you saw the screenshots and immediately lost interest. And then Ubisoft said, "Scratch that. We're gonna give this give us a mulligan. We're gonna try again." And
One
now,
second. Just before we get into this, Toasty's just let me know that she's actually got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It's mom stuff, I'm sure.
Groceries and stuff.
Right. Well, thank you very much for coming and joining us today, dear. We appreciate you, and thanks for hyping up the goal and things like that, and saying thanks to people for the super chats and stuff. I see it. I appreciate it. Tell us what you're up to next.
Oh, we have a stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and adding a goal, of dressing up as Amelia.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah,
Mhm.
I did what you said. I put a sundress on you in that.
I know, and you gave me the idea to like add in like the leather jacket and the choker and everything, and so I changed my profile picture to
Sweet.
Yeah.
You should. Everyone loves sundresses. I swear, guys think sundresses are sexier than bikinis.
They're beautiful, but the issue is that I'm so short. All the sundresses that I come across, they're like too long for me, and they drag.
My wife has the same issue. Yeah, she's a short ass as well. Bless her heart.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, you seem in higher spirits than you were when you got here, so at least I've done my job.
Yeah. It was a good stream, but I gotta get going. Bye, guys.
Indeed.
See you
later.
Toast to everybody. See ya. And before we get into it again, Sardoc's back for £5. That is legit currency, and we only need 2 more fivers to get to the goal, the usual goal of 10 in a stream. So says can't wait till the AI bubble pops and Nvidia gets sued to oblivion. I don't know about you, but I'm not inclined to get an Nvidia card again. That's a fair take. I'm kind of indifferent myself. I know that's a normie take, and I am kind of a normie when it comes to stuff like that. You're right. You're absolutely right. I just don't see the AI bubble bursting anytime soon. It seems to be getting stronger and thicker at the moment.
Almost self-perpetuating.
Yeah, I do think that the demand on RAM and on VRAM in particular there should be something done about that, because it is kind of outrageous the way that it's affecting the prices. And if you don't want to go with Nvidia again, then I can understand that. Although I think they're probably the leaders at the moment, right, in terms of GPUs, guys.
They go about doing their they work a little bit differently, because Nvidia is more concerned about seemingly putting in frame generation elements, things like that. I think that it's starting to kind of turn again, because there's a lot of really good AMD Radeon setups and things like that you can build out for far less. I suppose if you want to just be able to tout that you can spend a lot of money and you can afford all that it is, then yeah. But I don't know. For my money, I would be more interested in investing in a Ryzen setup than an Nvidia thing at this point in time.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
I'm running a Ryzen 7 in this computer at the moment, but I have an RTX. I have a fucking GeForce. I'd probably be better off with AMD, but oh well. I think it's one of those things like Mac was the hot shit for a long time. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Everybody was getting onto Mac. Everyone was saying bye-bye to PC. But then, and that was around about the mid 2000s up to the mid 2010s, maybe about 2020. And finally, everyone was like, you know what? I'm so fucking tired of Apple. They fleece us and they fucking nickel and dime us, and they won't even let us charge our goddamn phones normally anymore. Fuck Apple. And everyone finally went like, and there were a few holdouts, myself included, because I'd always been a Mac guy since I was in college. But when I finally got myself a Windows PC that could outperform my Mac, I was like, why was I even like bothering with Mac? They're not as good as everyone says. And I feel like the same kind of thing is happening to Nvidia at the moment, where it's every company has PR crests and falls, you know, where like, unless it's Ubisoft, of course, because for them it's just plummeting into oblivion. But like, you know, everyone gets cocky, they get felted, then they go back down again and they get good again. And I don't know if that will happen to Mac. I don't know if it will happen to Nvidia. It's definitely not happening to Nintendo anytime soon, but it's due for all three of them. So that much I definitely agree on. And thank you for £5.
Thank you for $5.
Right, we are at 78%. I wonder if we can get there. $22 to go. Actually, more like 21. Anyway, so Ubisoft has cancelled The Sands of Time. people had this as their favorite, although I'm seeing some people saying that wasn't their favorite, so that's fair enough. But I remember a lot of people were really liking Sands of Time when it came out. It was about 2005 or something like that, or maybe before that. 2000.
Beforehand, I was living in Virginia when it came out. I think probably.
It was back when John was in the CIA, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think it's probably around 2002, 2003.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, yeah, I think I was still in 2003. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, yeah, I remember. I think what I'm thinking of is Warrior Within.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think that one.
They added in the new metal.
Yeah. There were new mechanics in there, and then they had the third chapter of that trilogy, and no one liked that one.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one that was, but it was where you were like a slightly monstrous looking on one side. I can't remember, like two sides. Play it. Anyway, so this is a real felting for them though, because they absolutely, really seriously could have got themselves a fucking remake trilogy of 3 games that by today's standards a lot of people would call beloved, and got themselves some good press, but unfortunately there is no fucking redemption for Ubisoft. They are Two Thrones, that's the one, thank you. They are far too far gone. Ubisoft has announced a sweeping company restructure that will result in the cancellation of 6 games, including its Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, and a delay to a further 7 titles. 2 Ubisoft studios will be closed completely as a result of the changes, while others are subject to further layoffs. Suffer, Ubisoft!
Indeed.
Yeah, bitch. Don't give a shit. I don't care. I am a little gutted that they aren't going to have a remake of Sands of Time, because I haven't played it in 20 years and I would have probably quite enjoyed that. But, I'll live. Of the half dozen games fully scrapped, Ubisoft is only publicly naming one, the long-awaited Sands of Time remake that was rebooted once already. Aren't they doing another remake of something? Isn't there a remake of something else that they're doing? Oh, God, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's due out, isn't it? Soon?
It's starting to look like they're not doing anything.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I was thinking about how about a year and a half ago, we were doing like funerals for Ubisoft on this show. And now they somehow have managed to lurch forward, but now they are truly like dying. If they like Ubisoft as it is will cease to exist very, very soon, and it will only be Vantage.
Yep.
So what's happening with that remake? Let's have a look. Fate of Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is unknown at the moment. Oh dear. Nothing has been announced, but according to Gaming Bible, it's possible that this is one of the games affected by the reshuffle, which would be devastating news, as plenty of Assassin's Creed fans were getting excited for it. I don't see the reason to need a remake of it. It's a PS4 era game. It plays well enough. I still don't have an issue with playing those kinds of games. And if I can play it on PC, which I'm pretty sure I can, I think that's one of the ones I've got, then yeah, I don't need a remake at all. Why would I need it? Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. 4 Black Flag. It's right here on my Steam library. I could play it right now. Well, in about half an hour. But no. Yeah, it's stupid. Ubisoft Stockholm. Oh, okay, so that's the Swedish one. Will fully close as a result of these changes, having previously collaborated on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora alongside mobile studio Ubisoft Halifax, also closed. That's right. They also restructured Abu Dhabi. That's right. That's what I was thinking of. At Trial Studio Red Links and at Massive, home to The Division. All of these studios have been completely and totally obliterated. I mean, they might have been restructured, but You know what that fucking means.
It's just corpo speak for get the fuck out.
Corpo speak for in about 2 weeks we'll be closing the doors. Yeah.
Right.
In a sign of how vast an impact Ubisoft expects this restructure to have, as well as how badly it feels it is needed, the company has scrapped its previous guidance for the full financial year and now expects net bookings of around 1.5 billion euros, down by 330 million euros. Woof.
Oof.
Via a statement shared with IGN, Ubisoft said this huge reduction reflected changes to the company's upcoming release pipeline following the implementation of its updated development roadmap. Blah, 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 bollocks. I think we've still got bollocks as an emoji.
Yeah.
Bollocks in the chat. And the decision to postpone negations on certain partnerships in the context of its new operating model. What a load of fucking corporate wank.
Yep.
Indeed, the shake-up comes as Ubisoft lays out finally how its global development might be split into 5 creative houses that will operate as independent business units. And of course, let's not forget, they're also being sued by their former head of Assassin's Creed. Creative House 2 will be dedicated to shooters, look after Division, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell. Creative House 3 where's Creative House 1? The first of which was detailed last year, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's Vantage Studios? No, is it? I guess so. Creative House 3 will focus on live experiences, including For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Boo! And Creative House 4 will feature a narrative-driven and fantasy-oriented series, including Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia, and Beyond Good and Evil. Yes, seemingly Beyond Good and Evil 2 still lives. Right. What are you talking about, motherfucker? God. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Ubisoft Montpellier and to be published by Ubisoft. Just in case you guys aren't up to date on this, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was first announced in 2009. It was in 2007. But then there was a teaser trailer in 2008. Sorry, 2008 it is, not 2007. But here's the interesting part. That's the logo. We don't even have any art yet.
Right.
We don't even have any box art yet. We don't have any promotional art yet. All we've got is these pictures of fucking pigs from years ago.
Come on now. It's only been 20-ish years. Like, it takes time to generate, just any kind of production art.
In 2022, Beyond Good and Evil 2 broke the world record held by Duke Nukem Forever for the longest development period of a AAA video game at more than 15 years. In 2023, the creative director, Emile Morel, died. Oh, he's only 40. Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Designer Fauzi Mesmar was appointed as the new creative director in October 2024. So it took them a year to appoint someone to his position. That's why it's taken fucking 20 years. Well, RIP to him. That's a shame. I don't know anything about him, but it's never good to die, and especially die young.
Indeed.
Excuse me. But there you go. So that's it. Is it just me, or does this sound like they're expanding, like or are they just fragmenting? So they're going to develop games, but they're going to do it as 5 creative houses, independent businesses. Vantage Studios seems to be.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of that
one of them.
More of that shell game firewalling. I think that they're just trying to do everything they can to make things as
separated and safe.
Yeah. As insulated from each other's mistakes as possible. Which, wow.
Yeah, they really are shady as fuck. This company, aren't they?
Yeah.
They really are. Yeah. One of these days I am going to do it. I'm going to document the fucking downfall of Ubisoft. And as it stands right now, we always check this out. We've been keeping an eye on the trading price of Ubisoft stock. Now you may remember some weeks ago, we last checked in, and it was at about €6. As of now, and Smegheads has just come in and told us actually straight away. Thank you. It says Ubi stock price 1996 €2.58, 2026 €3.99.
Yes, and the sad thing is that 2.58 back in 1996 was about 3 times the amount of value as that 3.99.
Yeah. Did we even have euros in 1996? I don't think we did.
I don't think so. I thought the euro came in the early 2000s.
It did. 1991, 2002. 1999 euro launched as book money for electronic transactions and accounting in 11 countries. 2002 euro coins and banknotes officially introduced. And by March that year, national currencies fully phased out in the original Eurozone countries.
Right.
Didn't get us though. Anyway, $3.99, mate. $3.99. To analyze that, we can see, of course. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm yawning my head off. So what's this? Wait. I'm not used to doing it this way. This is 5 years? Yeah. Oh God, that was a brutal one, wasn't it? No, wait, that's this year? No, wait, that's the day. That's the last few hours, isn't it?
What?
No,
Whoa.
it's minutes. What the fuck? Where's the? How do you get up to the larger fucking? All right, whatever month. Then there you go. Historical data, maybe. Let's go there. Have a look. I want to see it over time, a long time. Oh, we can see it as numbers. In December 22 of last year, it was 633. So it was 6666666 until today, when that was announced. That news of the cancellation of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time has halved the fucking stock price.
It's all right. They're going to remind everybody that Assassin's Creed Hex is, in production, and this will all be smoothed out by next week.
Minus 39.8%.
Yeah. They
In
lost
a day.
40% of their stock price. Smegheads, thank you.
In a day.
In a day. To be fair, though, let's be honest. They weren't very high to begin with.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't have much left, so any loss is going to seem larger, just based off of portioning.
Let's go back to 2021. Let's go back to 2021 and have a look.
Hey, what up, Brian? It's Honey Badger.
There we go.
That's right.
Yeah, howdy, buddy. Nice to see you. All right. So have we got? Oh my God, this has now just become the longest page ever. I thought it would consolidate. Good God. All right. So this time 5 years ago, the stock was €85 a share. Let's see. 4 years ago, it was 49. That's terrible. But that was a year, not a day.
Right.
2023, January 2023, beginning of the fucking meltdown. By January, end of January 2023, it was 1958, so it halved again. Okay. January 2024. This is when they said the infamous, no, you will not be owning your games. It actually got up at €20, so stable from 23 to 24. That's when they said you will have to get comfortable not owning your games.
Probably because tech companies were thinking this is promoting mobile gaming and we want to do our gacha shit.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, it was the idea was to have streaming services and rental services.
Dude, I think investing in me would be a better proposition at this point in time. Yeah.
Yep. By the 22nd of January 2025, it had halved again, and it was 11 euros. And now we come to today, $3.99.
Didn't I read somewhere that can seriously affect your ability to fly?
Mm-hmm. Get wrecked. Oh boy, Ubisoft. What a fucking meltdown. Absolutely abysmal performance from Ubisoft. The stock price, I mean, you imagine how happy Ryan is somewhere. I mean, he was rooting for it to go under 6 at the end of 2024. Well, you finally got your wish, mate. It's a year late, but wildly under 6. It was under 6 for a brief moment. That was in January the 8th. It was at $5.99. That's it. I think it dipped below 6 briefly in December too, but it came back up, and when it is the closing prices of every day, obviously. Anyway, there you go. That is it. That's the content we had for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm all out. That's it.
Indeed.
Got nothing. Just pocket full of wishes. There we go. Anyway, that's the end of the show. We have made it to 80% of the goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
$20.
Pocket full of wishes and almost a bra full of boobies. Almost.
Anyway, let's get to some outros as we begin to wind down the show. And if somebody does drop in with a sudden nuclear fucking goal here, then we will obviously be still showing the boobies. But in the meantime, Rodar. Hey, Royd.
Royd!
What you doing there, Royd? Why don't you tell us all about your plans, Royd?
Why not? Okay, and power out there permitting, apparently Noise is expecting some storms that might put the power out, but if not, then you should be able to catch me and indeed Lilith on Noise Pollution Thursday Night Noise, which of course for us is Friday Morning Noise, in about 7 hours time. And then I was going to do a stream tomorrow and on Saturday, but with the arrival of the new cat tomorrow, I'm going to be getting ready for the new cat, and on Saturday I'm going to be receiving the new cat. So that's not going to happen. Sunday, see you guys for Red Dwarf.
Can't stream because you've got a cat? Really? How much time does a cat take? I've got a cat.
Well, maybe
she wants to be left alone most of the time.
Yeah, but
Rhoda has to establish pussy control. You see,
he's a rescue. I need to make sure he settles in.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I rescued mine. She was good as gold. Actually, she pissed on a mop once.
But he's staying at my mate's house at the moment because right, this is the thing. My mate's colleague and his missus recently had a baby, and the cat oh, shut up, and the cat and the baby didn't get on. Noise, his pussy won't let him stream.
I was waiting for someone to make up. I've been trying to think, like, how am I going to say Rhoda's waiting for his pussy to arrive?
Yeah.
But I never got it.
Yeah, ginger pussy as well. But
that.
but yeah, the point is, my mate's colleague couldn't keep it anymore because it didn't get on with the baby, so cat had to go. So said, like, do you want to? But they're like 70 miles away, so staying for a few days at my mate's house. And apparently he's a really, really feisty cat, and he's fighting with my mate's cat. So
nice.
It's going to be very interesting. But I mean, that's the sort of cat we need out here, because like we've got like chickens and all that. So we actually need like rats and mice killed. So we want a violent cat.
Yeah, my cat is a little psycho. She will rip your fucking head off if you're a mouse or a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
House lizard. Philippines. They're harmless, but if she sees one, she'll chase it around, rip off its tail, and then eat it.
Aye. Yeah, that's what they're like. I mean, I could sit here for another hour telling you cat stories, but yeah, Red Dwarf with you guys on Sunday, and after that, depending on who's available, we will either be having an episode of the Zeitgeist, or myself and Sardoc will be. Oh, hello.
That's my cat.
Oh,
having a beer.
Awesome. Or if Lilith's not around, then me and Sardoc are going to do an episode of Tomb Raider.
Enjoy.
After that,
I'd like to watch that. I enjoyed watching you two on Tomb Raider before when I was editing one time. Lots of fun.
Yeah. And after that, I've got another one of those weird weeks where I don't know if I'm working or not, so no idea.
You've got your big long time off soon, haven't you?
Yeah, the week after that, starting
Sweet.
1st of February.
All right, sounds good.
At which point I'll be able to actually tell you what I'm doing.
Cool. Good for you. That's
So,
fine.
yeah.
To be honest, I mean, I'm not that demanding at all, really. So fine by me, you know.
Oh, I don't just mean you. I mean you as in everybody.
All right. I'm sure they'll be fine too. As and when, buddy. As and when.
Yeah. But I mean, we want to make a proper schedule. Like we've got, three hosts and a couple of like proper regulars now. So it's time to start actually putting a damn sight more effort into it.
Fair enough. Yeah. Indeed. Fair enough. uafomega has given us $5 and said literally nothing, like a fucking GIGACHUD. What a king. Look at it.
Thank you for $5.
Absolute legend. We literally only need one more $5 to get bonus boobies.
That's right. Inching ever closer.
The actual goal.
That's right. It's titillating.
Indeed.
Titillating excitement. What will happen?
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll either be watching Nami or Meryl or both. Or neither, if nothing happens.
That's right.
So, John, go ahead.
Well, I'm just up to the usual at this point in the week. Of course, I'll be streaming with Toasty tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can always find me over there with her throughout the week, Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, that time. Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Be doing an episode of the Week in Culture with Honey Badger Arcade's channel, who you could say hi to in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, Brian.
Yeah, nice. Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah, and then of course I'm always here with you fine lads throughout the week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, starting 9-ish. More often than not. I think for right now, I'm just gonna probably watch Red Dwarf again. Or I might watch Fallout's new episode from this week again as well, because I usually like to watch like 2 or 3 times on things to get little details and whatnot. So just a standard Thursday at this point in time. Otherwise, I'm just working on production stuff. So thank you everybody for spending so much time with us today. Greatly do appreciate all the kind donations and of course just your interest and time well spent hopefully hanging out with us. I tried. I did my best effort. I was hoping that somehow I'm just trying to hope that maybe someone out there can see my need to see some titties and grant me that before we're on the way out.
Get some, because JJJ has just given us $5, which means that we hit the $5 goal, the 10 $5 goal. So you're getting bonus boobies.
Well, there it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so kindly. And
thank you for $5.
Indeed. Thank you for $5.
And we are literally $7 away from the actual goal anyway. So.
Indeed. So with all that said, thanks so much, everybody. All have a wonderful week going forward. Of course, safe travels ahead.
Jeremy.
Be awesome as always. And, prepare for some boobies.
Yeah. Bonus bloobs. Let's do it. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
I've seen your heart across the screen. Every cheer, every dream in between. You stayed up late. You pressed restart. You leveled up right off the chart. I'll show you something good tonight. A little shimmer in the neon light. You gave your time, your touch, your move. So now I'll show you something good. From velvet skin to crimson eyes. I'm your reward, your sweet surprise. You've been faithful, brave and true. Now I'll show all my thanks to you. A flicker, a glance, a dangerous grin. I promise to let the fantasy in. Your dreams have fed our mystic mind. So take a hand into the night. We'll show you something not just pixels in the light. You believed, you fought, you stood. Now we'll show you something good. No cheat codes, no hidden key, just pure affection. Faithfully, our hearts are yours. You understood. Now come and see. Something good. Something
Shit. Almost. Thought I was
Oh,
going to manage
no.
that time.
Oh,
Not me
no.
again.
There it is. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. So close. We're at 93. If we get $7 in the next minute, I'll put the music on for the Street Fighter song and show you some of the clips I'm working on, as well as play the other boobies. But if not, that's fine. In the meantime, it is. Was that the end of your outro? I can't even remember. Yeah, that was it. It's been a good show. We got a lot done. That Wanker of the Week segment was fucking fire. That's like one of my favorite things to do in the week this week. It's when I'm like walking around or driving around listening to other people's videos and something happens or they're reporting on something and I'm like, haha, Wanker of the Week fodder. And it's pretty easy because all the stuff I watch is permanently telling me over and over again who's the biggest wanker that they can think of. So yeah, that's basically it. It's easy, and we're doing really well at the moment actually with Wanker of the Week. I can't wait to see what happens when we've had a whole year to do it. That'll be fun. That will be a lot of fun.
It will be interesting
But there we go.
Recount the exploits at the end of the year. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we're getting to $7, so I'll just proceed and do my outro then. But thank you to everybody else anyway. I do appreciate it. Excuse me. But then that's it. I didn't get to put a video out today because I was trying to work on the Street Fighter thing, but I didn't get to in the end because of lots of bullshit that got in the way. But tomorrow's Friday. I've got a pretty relaxed day, so I should be able to make a video and get a little bit done for Street Fighter. A lot of the clips are already rendered, so I really just have to chop them up. And I have the song now as well, which is really good. That's why I wanted to play it for you guys. But alas. Anyway, I do have to say a big thank you to everybody who has supported me today, like a bunch of legends. Sardoc, James OP, and Sardoc, Smegheads. I'm going to be saying that name a few times today. St. Hugo, Smegheads again, Sardoc, Smegheads, John Grant, Smegheads, uafomega, Smegheads, Barry Stroud, Smegheads, Stephen Bromby, Sardoc, Smegheads, uafomega, and J to the J to the J. Fuck it. You know what? I'll play the song anyway. It's pretty damn close. So there we go. Hang on and listen, and I'll pop up on the screen and I'll show you I'll show you my grok window that's got all of them just bouncing around on loop. Hang on a second. All right, here's the song.
Hey there, stranger, locked eyes across the ring. I'm the one who breaks bones and still makes hearts sing.
Oh. Wow, now. What do we have here? Oh my.
I like the song.
Yes.
Very Street Fighter.
Yeah, the proper 80s thing.
Yeah.
Indeed. In case anybody ever wonders what I look like behind the scenes when the booby reel is playing, you're seeing it in real time.
Some of these have come out really well. The renders are some of the best models I've ever created. I had a new way of doing it. I basically tell it to tell me how to render them.
Right?
Like, you can't create it based on my description, so fuck you. Here's a picture. You tell me what to do. It'll be good when it's done.
Mine.
There you go. That's enough.
Indeed.
It's going to be good, right? It's going to be a good. Yeah. I would show you more. I would have gone in and shown you some more of the clips, but I can't remember which ones have got them. Just
yes, yeah, right.
I just like literally, there's an RadART clip where I didn't tell her to, but she just whips her tits out, and I'm like, okay.
Well, I think that's just how the AI models say hi to you now.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it's just used to it now. Like I didn't ask for that. I never asked for that. Well, not for this channel anyway. Only to see if I could get away with it in experimenting when I first
know
started.
you didn't ask, but I also know who you are.
You do.
So I just knew this is what you want.
Who's going to fly that close to the sun and not try to go a bit closer, you know?
Right.
Anyway, there we go, guys. Thank you. I hope you liked them. I'll be trying to put them together into a video for you guys as soon as I can. And hopefully that's a consolation prize for us. Not quite getting to the goal, but damn close. Thank you. You're all legends. I appreciate you. Take care. Spike your hair. Fuck Disney. Fuck Nintendo. Ha! Suffer Ubisoft. And question everything. Respect the fans. Check out the Discord. The link is below. The boys of the fans will return together on Sunday, but I'll be back tomorrow for Hyperdrive time. 3 hours, 2 hours later than today's stream. So do have a look and see if you can find me and come and join me tomorrow, and I will be very happy to see you then. Till then, peace, tatty bye, Godspeed, and all that bullshit. La la la.